Is it lick toad now or getting hunted?
We are recording.
Okay.
The safe word is lick toad.
Yes.
All right, for DM inspiration, does anyone want to recap us?
We talked a lot.
We talked a lot.
We had a expedition party that went to Skabatha's, and we
Infiltrated.
And reconnoitered.
Yes.
Mhm.
Went to the shops and everything, and
Got it.
Stuart ate some popcorn with some lightning bugs on it.
And he avoided getting sick.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it literally was just lightning bugs. They called it
And
popcorn.
we
We
met with
found a horse to match our horn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we met with Skabatha, Stuart, and I, and went to the kitchen. Discussed with her while
He did a sneak sneak.
Benito turned invisible
He
and
turned
did a sneaky
rogue.
through with the
Turned
unicorn
rogue.
horn. Found a very close proximity of where the unicorn body may be, and we need to do some
Over the
food
table,
and
I have
dinner.
a theory. Pickle has no idea.
Yes.
Right.
So there is an important distinction between Benito turning rogue versus turning rouge. Turning rogue is when he goes skulking about. Turning rouge is when he sees Pickle
Yes.
changing.
Yes.
That's never happened.
Not yet.
Just because something's never happened doesn't mean it can't.
But yeah, and then so we got in her good graces and offered to do some deeds for her.
Yeah.
And we're on a hunting expedition to come back and have a dinner party with her. And we noticed that we were being tracked by a dragonling.
And the notion is that we would bring Will and his compatriots as prisoners. Okay, kind of like, bringing the Wookiee into the detention center.
Let's go with that, yeah.
Right, okay. That kind of thing.
We know she's looking for him, but we alluded to that we don't know him or where he's at.
Yeah.
So we didn't give away ourselves.
Also pointed it out that, well, we know that the dragon is her pet. She doesn't know that we know that the dragon is her pet
Correct.
because she never introduced us to it.
And
That's true.
And we're hoping that we can talk to the dragon and not give that away. And of course, we're still not sure if it might be her familiar or not.
You don't want to give away
Give away now.
So yeah, that's right.
Correct.
It's not
I
the
thought we wanted
Jabberwocky.
to kill it.
Not
So,
with the dragon at
We
least.
still maintain alliedness,
Mhm.
okay?
Yeah.
As
To
if,
Skabatha.
right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. She's our friend.
I remember hearing talk of killing it and beating her dragon just
Oh,
like
yeah,
we
yeah.
did.
Well,
We
we
might do
discussed
that,
that,
yeah,
but
that's
not
a
at this moment.
possibility,
I
yeah.
was doing
Wait,
laundry,
is
but I
that
heard
a
it.
sweetie type of thing? Or?
We discussed that, but that's
We-
not our current.
The closer.
Well, here's the thing.
Maybe
is
the final
while it's
plan.
still fluttering about, it's like, if this thing turns out to be a familiar, right? But with somehow from behind, you got to blind it. And then she didn't know what's happening to it,
Right.
right?
Oh,
Blinded, definite. But if she's, how far they do familiars now? Is familiars just basic awareness, or is it like full on telepathy these days?
And I thought it was
It's
full-
She can see through their eyes and stuff, and so
Yeah.
up to 100 feet.
Well, that's you can
Above-
communicate with it up to 100 feet, I think it is. You can
Okay.
still see and
See.
hear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Above table, she can communicate with it up to 120 feet and feel all of its senses from any distance, so long as she doesn't break the connection.
So even if
As
it's
long
a
as
familiar,
what?
she's got to be
As long as it doesn't
nearby.
break the connection.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
she can sense as long as she keeps it up. But in order
Alright,
to
so-
initiate it, she needs to be that close.
Yeah. If we attacked it, she would know it had been attacked or something.
So if the person
If she's looking
drops
through
their
his eyes.
connection to their familiar and their familiar is more than 120 feet away, they cannot reestablish it.
Let me see something here. I'm just going to
Probably
read up.
not.
Yep.
Okay, while your familiar is within 100 feet of you, you can communicate with it telepathically. Blah, 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 blah. During that time, you're deaf and blind with regard to your own senses.
Hmm.
Action you can dismiss
She's
it.
not going to leave herself that vulnerable.
Yeah, for that
Probably
long.
in
Yeah.
her dollhouse then.
Yeah.
I could have sworn that there was something that extended out to a mile, but
What if her familiar was the first thing she saw when she woke up, and then
she forgets her familiar.
yeah, and then it got killed later on.
That'd be funny. Yeah, I don't see anything about going up to a mile. Maybe I'm thinking of Pathfinder or something.
Maybe.
So anyway, it has to be real freaking close. Now, that's not to say that she couldn't scry on it if it was further out.
Or,
She
that,
can't scry
or
on
that she
me.
couldn't be flying around on her rocking horse somewhere in the area as well.
That is also possible.
But I mean, it can still go as far as it wants, and she can still see, but she can't say, "Hey, do this."
Mm-hmm.
So I still come back to my original question: what do green dragons like to eat?
I would assume meat.
I mean,
Anything at once, usually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cattle, pigs, rabbits.
Just wonder if we have anything around here
Herringons.
like that.
Herringons.
Here.
Oh,
one of our
wild
herons
boar.
is gone.
Yes.
Oh.
Any chance of wild boar or anything like that around here?
I mean,
Go hunt?
it seems possible. We're in a big old forest. There'd be boars, deer, maybe some wolves.
Are they all going to be made
Can I
of
get
marshmallows
a
and
survival check for hunting to see if I can
As long as there's no big
rustle up a
dogs.
wild boar?
Yeah, there might be some chocolate bunnies. Yeah, if you want to do that as part of your survival check. All right, so John, you get inspiration for the recap. Thank you.
Sweet.
No.
Not that any of you ever remember to actually use it.
Watch, the one
I'm gonna
time
try the
nobody
blue
has
guy
it, they'll
today.
remember.
No wild boar.
No wild boar?
Can I help or assist?
So that is one area of survival that you're still quite adept at, even if you can't find your way back to camp.
Right.
Buddy system.
Fine, yeah.
Hike with a friend.
Yeah, we just do not see animals about. I got a
You can't see
7.
the forest for the trees.
Whether it's because the aroma of baby dragon is scaring away your prey, or if you're just too distracted by trying to fly natural, you're not really finding a whole lot of
Okay.
bait.
So so right now we were just pulling out. We're here to camp, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna practice my flute.
Doot magic flute.
All right, go for it.
All right. Do I want to roll for it?
Sure. Why not?
Performance check.
Do performance.
Performance check. All right.
And since we're camping, I'm going to use my smith tools and see if I can't hone some arrowheads or something too.
16.
16. Yeah, you what are you playing?
I am playing something sensual.
So
For Pickle?
So Pickle, you notice that Benito has set up his tent right next to you, and he's
It's like Careless Whisper.
he's playing some sort of burlesque tune or something or other. You're not sure what's going on.
Not campy.
I didn't say campy.
Classy.
It's a new song, Shades of Green.
He's playing like some lounge.
Lounge music.
I don't know.
Something sultry. Okay, got you.
Sultry, yes.
He is.
It's like
He's trying to be a reverse snake charmer, I guess. I don't know what he's got going on.
Just hanging out, playing some music.
Are you really
trying to learn how to
romancing the
play
little
this.
goblin person?
He's got lots of romance.
Okay. Somebody's been out in the woods too long.
Yeah.
obviously.
This is his first time.
When's shore leave?
She is confused.
Wow.
It's like, is it just yeah, what height?
So is I don't know what Valena's feelings are towards Zolric or anyone else in the party.
Kelsey has stepped away to go change the baby's diaper real quick.
Okay, that's convenient. That's convenient. Okay.
Very convenient.
So he's playing mood music for the camp. Gotcha.
I'll just
Right now, Pip is trying to teach Valena how to play dragon chess to like distract her almost.
So has he gained any skill in this instrument or not?
I can play dragon chess.
I'm just going to change Valena's mood to.
Oh, you play?
Just going to change her mood to summer, I guess. There we go.
So since he's able to actually play a tune, does that mean he has skill in it now?
It's so basically you're doing where you're like trying to play it by ear, and you're doing pretty good.
All right.
Yeah, you're doing pretty good.
So, but still can't use it though.
We'll say that's the first of three.
First three, okay.
Towards getting to being able to claim you're proficient in it.
All right.
There actually
So
is.
yes, it's pretty good. You're The rest of you are favorably impressed with Benito playing his flute.
There actually,
Mhm.
Coming along quite well,
Sweet.
sir.
there
Quite
actually
well.
is a play that's called Sensual
Cheers.
Flute Music.
Wow.
Yeah, we gotta get some sensual pan flute. What was that guy that did the pan flute commercials on
Yanni?
TV
Yanni?
long ago? It might have been.
Yanni, he was a piano.
Z starts with a Z.
You remember these?
Zamfir or something
Hey,
like that.
yeah, it was like late night commercials on TV. The guy
I
played a
don't,
pan
I don't
flute.
remember.
Oh my God, that was wow. That was 90s.
Thousands of
Yeah.
years ago. All
A
right,
minute.
so
I don't know how to use Smith tools on here as far as anything with those, but yeah.
well, as
Wait,
you guys
play the
are
music, play the
as you
music.
guys are camping
Do it.
and you're doing a pretty good job of playing it off like you are just being your normal goofy selves. You do hear some rustling up in one of the tree branches nearby.
He's drawn by the sensual flute music.
Trying to keep my hunter's
probably
eye
sounds
on
amazing.
I
for.
hope it's not a boar.
Beware
Jazz
of tree
flute?
boars.
Tree boars, yes.
It could be a drop boar.
Okay,
Hmm.
so
Don't get that one.
are we
Drop
noticed?
bears,
Are,
koalas.
are we
Bears,
perceiving
Australia. Yeah, I got it.
dragon is among the tree branches now?
Yeah, it's among the tree branches somewhere around you, apparently.
Hmm.
Either that or you're
Oh,
attracted to. Either that or Benito is playing a bobcat's mating song. One or the other.
All right, so the dragon is landed in a tree nearby. Did we notice that?
So, are any of us able to like perceive or?
Why don't you try to proceed?
Okay, everybody.
What's my password?
We'll say two people who are not already doing something.
Okay.
So let's make. So Pickle would be a good person, I guess.
She's infatuated with flute.
Natural 1.
I
am infatuated with the
Wow.
flute, apparently.
Yes,
Yeah.
I got a 12.
A 12.
I've been actively watching.
You have
for this
betrayed
kid,
me.
but,
Yeah.
It's
you know,
true.
That's fair. All right, go ahead and give me a perception check.
14 plus 3, 8, 17.
17.
Good.
Not bad.
So the sun is at a pretty low angle, because it's thither and it always stays basically dawn. And so you're looking around, just trying to spot where this thing is, and you heard a noise a little while ago, and as you're scanning around, you notice a few leaves drifting down from this tree over here. So you think that that's probably where it's at.
I'll nonchalantly start picking up wood, scraps of wood, like I'm going to use it for a fire.
Okay,
And
there's
sort
a
of-
fallen tree right there in front of it.
And mosey on towards that and start picking up wood from it and trying to steal a glance up to get a bead on it.
Okay, give me another perception check to see any closer.
Again, 14 plus 3.
What the hell? Why did one of the mics just
That's
cut
still
out?
17?
Yeah.
It just died. I killed it somehow.
Yeah.
I
I
didn't
hate when
touch
that, I hate when that happens. Wake your ass up, microphone. Where's the mic button? Do the thing. Freaking computers. All right.
Okay.
Let us make sure that it is still recording properly. You can still hear us, right, Emmett?
Yes, I can still hear you. No problem.
Cool. Just making sure. So I'm sorry. What did you get, Mike?
17 total.
Again?
17 still? Okay. So now you're closer. You steal a glance up through the branches, and you spied. It looks like it's about maybe 20 feet up the tree, kind of stretched out along one of the branches. It's kind of like looking down at you guys.
What's everybody else's disposition? I'm just thinking tactics right now. Where is everybody?
So I think Pip and Valena were practicing a card game or something like that.
Dragon
We're playing dragon chess. I have a dragon
Okay.
chess set and I have proficiency.
Yeah, and let's see, Pickle
Is
is
distracted.
being swooned.
Being
Being wooed,
Being wooed.
apparently.
She is swooning while she's being wooed by.
So if
I'm just like,
if I started something right now, they'd be tossing stuff left and right, trying to get up and scramble.
that is
I'm
possible.
kind of paying attention to him and just what everyone else is
I'm
doing. I'm
still-
not doing anything in particular.
Okay.
Other than
I'm gonna still
messing with
gather the
my-
wood, okay, and start carrying it back to
Dancing.
the little camp there,
Yep.
and kind of give everybody the little wink and the nod over the shoulder, that just to kind of indicate that he's there.
Okay.
In the Philippines, they point with their mouth. It's kind of funny. It's point over there. Yeah, it's a thing. It's an actual thing.
That's an interesting maneuver.
I mean, it's gonna
For
go.
sure.
All right, give me a
digger.
give me-
Whoa.
let's see, give me a deception check to impart that without making it obvious.
What a sad hand.
Oh, +1 charisma. I suck at this. This is gonna
We'll let you.
14 + 1 is 15.
That's a
Yeah,
third
you can-
14 you've rolled.
I swear it's. I don't know if this thing's weighted or what.
He gave me
For-
loaded
no,
It's not
dice.
weighted.
For
It's
that,
not weighted. I rolled
yeah,
it.
for that I would let you use wisdom instead of charisma based off of like.
Well, in that case, it's gonna be +1. So I'm still screwed.
Oh, okay.
It's still 15.
Wait,
15.
wisdom. Oh, I got proficiency in this other one, which is Y. So. I don't have proficiency in deception, so it's just +1.
That's what's fun. And what'd you get total?
15.
15.
It was 15 total.
That's pretty good. So I would say that that's good enough to get everyone's attention to convey that pick up what you're putting down. So the rest of you guys are now clued into the fact that little Dragoni friend is in this. This is the wrong thing. You're now able to tell. Somewhere in this direction where he just was is
Mhm.
where you suspect the dragon must be.
Happy bee.
Yes, a baby dragon.
Hello.
Yeah, a little baby Aaron dragon.
Ah.
I'm gonna try to keep an eye out for the dragon and start dancing with Pickle.
Are you still playing the flute?
I think, yeah, he'll dance and play the flute.
All right.
He's like prancing, yeah, while he's playing.
Okay, so
Great,
we'll just
yeah.
we'll dance
He's-
magic dance.
He's
I'm
prancing.
telling you, he dabbles. Venito is definitely a guy that dabbles in jazz flute, for sure.
Jazz
doubt.
flute,
He's the Pied Piper.
jazz hands.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're
Alright.
just dancing like
Yeah.
Ubers.
I mean, you can dance if you want to.
You can leave your friends behind.
Yeah.
If your
I
friends
don't
don't
dance
dance,
with
if
no
they don't
friends of
dance.
mine.
So,
Oh,
so
you know
as
I'm gonna
guys-
pick a fight, right?
Huh?
Well, you know, we don't wanna- We are not. I mean, if you want to pick a fight, you pick a fight. But and I'm too far away from you to conversate with you about it.
And
But
again,
Well, I'm back at the camp now.
So,
we have no reason not to because we don't know she has a dragon as far as she's concerned.
Right.
at this point, the dragon's not like attacking us or anything like that. So,
Fair.
I mean, if like the dragon becomes a threat to us, we can. If the are we talking about the dragon in
Just over the
character?
table.
Yeah.
Over the table. Okay, yeah. So I say if the dragon becomes like a threat to us, then we'll take it to the dragon.
Yeah.
But
Just try talking to it, maybe. I don't know.
We just
But
gotta
that's
keep
what
playing
I'm
this
doing.
real cool. The moment to strike will come.
Oh yeah. That's why I just want to see
Oh
what's
wait,
the
you
feeling.
don't
before
pick a
you start.
fight,
Yeah.
as in like try to get it to attack.
I was gonna try to coax it to come down here.
Right.
Yeah. Do what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
You do you.
yeah, let's
Okay, we should probably wind up in getting in a position in which maybe we have some advantage.
I mean, this all being said, right? Like, dragons are not like benevolent creatures that are known to bring good fortune. Like, it wouldn't be outside the realm of possibility that, oh yeah, we just saw a dragon, it attacked us. Like, was it yours?
Right.
We didn't know.
We didn't
we
know.
thought it was the damn Jabberwocky again.
Yeah.
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 What do you
Thanks,
call?
nice Jabberwocky.
What do you call people that are not from Fae again?
Burps.
Burks. We're just Burks. We don't know the difference between a Jabberwocky and a dragon.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not like dragons, like
They
you know.
they reacted before I could say anything. It was all
All right, so if you want to try to coax them down, Like,
Yep.
are we gonna like introduce ourselves and start talking to this dragon?
Let's see what happens.
We'll find out in a minute.
Yeah.
Depending on what Stuart does.
All right, so
He's
Yeah,
got some
we're
snake.
dancing.
He's got some snake jerky in his.
so
Pouch
only
too, yeah.
dance over towards the dragon. Me and Pickle are going to dance over.
You gonna
towards...
spin me that way?
Yeah, we're gonna spin and dance over towards the dragon, and I'm gonna play my flute
She's
that
having
direction.
a good time.
All right, so you
It's
guys
just
are
gonna start quietly
guys are-
putting away his pieces.
you guys are dancing over that way. You're jamming.
Dancing
You're
lights.
suspiciously close to the tree without being suspicious and whatnot.
I'm gonna drop the not being suspicious part at this point, and I'm just gonna keep playing my flute and look up at the dragon.
Okay, so give me a perception check.
All right. Okay.
Let
7.
Stuart do his
No,
thing.
it's just a flat 7.
About 7. You're looking up there, and it's green, and you're kind of looking up, kind of into the sun. You see an outline of something up there. It's a little bit hard to see because the sun is like coming like right down into your eyes. Where you're at, you do hear when you're as you're glancing up there and whatnot though, you do hear a faint.
Can I tell if that's an angry sound?
Give me an insight check.
All right. Insight. I think it's flat also.
He's probably bored.
Yep. Same thing. All right. 5.
You're not sure.
All right. Well, Pickle, you want to try to say hello to our friend?
What?
Oh, you don't know the friend's there either?
We're just vibing. He was gonna do a thing.
We're dancing.
I'll
See.
Hey guys, while you're over there, be careful. Watch trees for any signs of that big, huge red dragon we saw earlier.
Was it red?
What?
The one with the fire-breathing dragon.
Oh yeah. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
wait. What?
All right, give me a deception check.
It's you.
Oh, who?
This could go either way. So 10 total.
Red.
From up in the tree, you just hear.
Are you colorblind?
Nice.
Could have been red. I mean, I was. Well, what color was it? It was fire-breathing, right?
You know about the little thing we
Do
saw
I
flying
pick
around
up what he's
earlier?
putting down?
Give me an
No, I'm
insight
talking
check
about
to
the
see
one with
if
the
you
balloon.
Oh, the
Oh.
balloon, the Jabberwocky.
No, that thing, yeah.
Us, the Jabber.
Oh, 12.
Is there a Jabberwocky in the tree above me?
No, it'd be bigger than that.
I'm pretty sure that if that thing, that it was his eyeballs that like if it looked, yeah, the stuff caught fire. I know what you mean. I forgot it was red.
I forgot what
I was like,
Oh, okay.
I imagine the green gray thing.
is that thing around?
I don't know. I thought I saw something earlier.
Well, nothing's on fire. I think.
from up in the tree you hear.
Oh, shit.
Sounds like we're annoying it. I'm still playing.
Is
my
that
flute.
Do I
where it
see
comes
anything?
over?
So
you were talking about in the.
you hear some branches shaking in that tree, and it sounds like something is jumping about in the branches of the tree.
Is it dancing? Is it enjoying my music?
So and the way the branch, give me a survival checks.
Yeah, I know where it is.
All right.
Oh, I saw it. You're
Put that
turning
away.
that die.
15.
Where's Kelsey's dice
What?
jail when we need
No.
it?
11 plus 4.
Oh.
15.
Okay, so the way you see the branches shaking, it almost kind of reminds you of like a monkey or
Squirrel.
something that's jumping from branch to branch in the crown of the tree.
Right.
You see this happen a couple times before there's a, and you just see this like giant bat-shaped thing, except it's like that long serpentine body, just take to the wind out of the tree and start flapping off into the sky.
No.
As in leaving?
Yeah, left.
Yeah, it looks like you guys have annoyed it away, and it starts flying away.
You know, that could be a valuable skill.
There were three outcomes, right?
What?
One is it gets insulted by being, talking, of another dragon or what? Because these dragons are very
They're prideful.
egotistical,
Right.
right?
Oh, okay.
Anything that pushes on an ego buttons, but apparently he went off and off. So it's either going to work him up and get him
To start a
angry,
fight. Yeah.
to either pick a fight and be on the disadvantage, or it was just going to
Insult him and get him in a huff. And
and he doesn't have any new information.
Nope,
Right.
nope. We got rid of
My
him.
insight was 12, so I literally
So,
thought he was talking like,
do
did
we-
you see that?
do we see that he actually continues flying away and goes out?
Yeah, it looks like it's just flying off into a little speck, and then you can't beyond past
Which
where you guys
way?
can see it.
So, did
It
you...
looks like it was going back in the way that you guys had come from.
Okay,
So
that's fine.
Oh,
Was
maybe
that
we
what you
can.
were trying to do, or were you literally talking about seeing the
I was going for, like I said, the three options. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
none of which reveal our intent unless it gets so riled up it attacks us, then we can call self-defense.
Okay, well, you scared the crap out of me for a second. I thought it was actually there. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Anyway, you can go ahead and claim a use of inspiration for your cunning plot.
Oh, nice!
Yeah.
All about tactics. Thank you.
Done.
You're clever.
All right. So at this point, are you guys going to go out trying to take a long rest and
Is there a baby in the camp?
Now it's a cat.
Oh, there's a cat. All
say,
right.
wait, you see a pair of like little legs sticking out from Pickle's mouth.
Who?
Excuse you?
Baby.
Yeah.
Lemonade baby.
No, she does not.
Yes.
Also, that's gremlins.
I mean,
Depends
No.
on the universe.
No.
But,
No.
all right.
I guess we could take a long rest at this point, but we could also hunt again and try to forage.
Can we try to forage?
yeah, you can do that.
You want me
Because
to get?
if we're gonna go to get Will and his pals, we better be bringing some food.
Do you want me to
No,
give
for
you? Can I just help him and give him advantage
Yeah, it's fun.
versus
Okay. Hopefully the red one works. Well, I'm gonna roll the red one and the green one, whichever one's highest goes. Oh God, I suck.
What have you done?
God,
You know.
a 9 and a 5? No.
Any?
You're getting 9 to 5.
Plus 3,
I've got, like, a whole-
12 is at
Oh,
best.
Can't Rangers like automatically provide for the
For-
party?
I
Rangers
thought so.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Rangers can do that just like automatically. So yeah,
I'm just a novice hunter.
Okay.
well,
Looking
you're
for
not.
your style.
You're more accustomed to the prime material plane, I guess. That's
Must be it. It smells different here.
yeah. So yeah, without too much trouble, he manages to find a deer.
He did to Killer King's dad.
Yeah, it's a smallish deer, but you find a deer.
You know, see, let's do
You
it.
need any dice? They're in order of 20, all the way to...
I got this. I'm gonna try the Zoki dice if this doesn't work out much better.
Don't cut yourself. It's never the answer.
It might be worth it. Okay, so we got something, and I can work on helping with the cooking part. But this one, we're gonna dress it in. How far are we away from Will?
About 2 hours away if you wanted to abandon
Okay.
this camp and actually go back there before you rest.
Let's take the rest. Let the deer hang for a while. Okay, keep a watch because something will want to come get it. And that way, when we go back to Will, the deer will be ready to do whatever with for roasting.
All right. Let me just make a couple clandestine
Cut it. Let it
rolls.
bleed
Are
out
we-
so
are
it'll
we-
be clean.
Are
Before
we
we-
taking watches?
Just real quick, how does
Watches
Valena
will
feel
attack
about
them.
like a deer carcass being dragged into camp and hung up?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah,
All right,
Oh,
get a long
no.
rest, guys. Jump the gun.
a deer. Mike's character had just killed a deer and hung it up in camp.
Has she noticed yet?
In
Is
camp.
the question?
Not. Wait, what?
You generally.
Well, she's asking if she's noticed yet.
Huh?
It's like in camp, isn't it?
The deer? Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Hunters, you don't hang your deer in the camp. You will do it at the edge of the camp, at the closest, right? And you use a rope and you hang it up about a little bit above bear height, and you just let it drip.
So not in camp, a
Yeah.
little a ways outside of camp.
Just a little bit outside of camp. But
In case it attracts animals, it's not like right on top of you.
Oh, like within eyesight of camp.
Yeah.
To be fair, say okay.
So,
That's the big
Does she-
thing.
Does she notice?
I don't know. She might be able to smell the blood potentially. I'm not sure how far it would carry. Volena, the Eladrin chick. I'm not sure.
What
how
does
far-
Eladrin mean?
A Feywild elf. They're the ones who
Fey
like,
elf.
they can
Change with the seasons.
they can change.
Oh, okay.
Like 4 seasons. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how far away you'd be able to smell like something like that from.
Perception.
I can smell kill about 120, probably 100 yards.
What'd you say, Kelsey?
Myself, me, actual.
It
feel
would
like enough
probably
for-
be same as like a human, right? I
A
don't
human,
think it's-
a human can
senses.
do 100 yards. A human hunter can actually smell a kill about 100 yards away. An elf could probably do way more than that.
Yeah, so you probably Volena is probably able to smell that something that has like been slain and is being exsanguinated.
Well, but is this the first time that would have happened in her experience, considering she's been traveling with Zulrich?
I don't
That's a good
know.
question too.
I mean, I feel like I don't feel like Zulrich's a vegetarian, but
I've converted vegetarians with my smoked brisket before, so we can.
I had brisket for dinner tonight.
I had her dinner last night.
I actually converted an Indian vegetarian.
I don't know. Is Ulrich a vegetarian? That's a very good question.
He is
Or
he is not.
He is not.
He is not.
You're not going to make much of a ranger being a vegetarian. You don't really need that bow and arrow for cabbages.
I mean,
hey, we're in the Feywild. Those cabbages could have legs.
That's true.
Yeah, you never know.
The mushrooms walk. Why not the cabbages? My cabbages.
yeah, the mushrooms sing for sure. They seem like the mushrooms you've encountered, however, seem like they're kind of gullible.
That's true.
So
You just talk them into a pot.
I mean, that other goblin had talked one into
Bathing in butter.
bathing in melted butter.
I don't think
Basically,
you
catfish.
Bob.
Yeah, the name of that encounter was literally buttered campestry.
All right.
I think the other question is whether or not Zulrich would have like slain an animal near her, you know, and consumed
Oh,
it.
if you
That's
want,
to eat.
Well,
Hey.
he's got no sense of direction, so he couldn't have gone too far.
Right.
well, if you wanted to,
He's aware that she doesn't like meat and stuff. He
You're like,
wouldn't
"Turn
just
away."
slaughter an animal in front of her.
oh, that's right. You two are
Yeah.
close. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait.
we'll say that you did it downwind, I guess, so that
Yeah.
Just
so
shield
you
thine
don't run
eyes.
afoul of your friends with delicate sensibilities.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, I think that's plausible. All right.
I got it.
I'm sorry, guys. The baby's acting out.
That's
Yes.
okay.
You're fine.
The baby needs to act her own age.
We're not,
Yeah.
none of us are bothered. Just so you know.
Well, Stuart is a little bit perplexed at this odd sensitivity, having done field dressing and whatnot, a little bit of hunting and
Well,
cooking and butchering.
Zarek explains to her that Felena's
You gotta eat.
vegetarian and doesn't really like the smell of dead animals and stuff, and that we take it to the other side of camp.
She only eats talking.
I think that's a gentle way of putting it. I think it's more along the lines of if you start butchering an animal in front of her, she'll start crying.
Yes.
That's why we
I would-
I
distract.
suggest a veil and
That's
some
why you
camphor.
got distracted by the chess game.
Yes.
Oh, well.
I'll just go ahead and put her back to Autumn because something's not sitting right. So.
All right.
She's back to Autumn.
So we're gonna do a long rest. What did you guys say about standing watch?
We should probably do watches.
Well,
Whenever you got.
We've got 6
Jake
people
Critter
here, so you
here.
can do 2 people in each watch without
That
any issue.
sounds
Yeah, we
good.
can do that.
That would be best.
All right, so how do you guys pair off for your watch?
I would think we should put somebody with high perception and survival with
That's
someone
true.
who doesn't have as good
I got
skills.
I'm crap on both.
So, I mean, I can go with Pickle, And Stuart can go with Venito. And then we'll leave
Pip and Valena?
Pip and Valena.
Okay.
Pip and Valena, how?
What's
Well,
your
their perceptions are pretty good, right?
I have a +7 to my perception.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
Okay.
heavens.
Hey, you have
What's
do one of those
yours?
rolls.
A blind compared to that. I'm +3.
I'm +4.
And
so,
what's Pip?
for perception?
I
What's
don't know. Emma slaying Aaron down. I'm not sure.
All right.
Don't we have a skill SharePoint or something?
I do. I kind of forgot to add Pip and Valena back into it. I just realized
Oh.
because I was looking at
So
that.
if they're both really good, then they should pair with the other two that aren't
Well,
as
I
good.
I think
I
Valena is
have your
really
cover
good, but
sheets
I think
open
Pip
here.
was.
My perception
Yeah.
is
It's like a plus.
+4.
Okay.
Okay.
That's equal to mine.
So what's yours?
Flat 0.
Okay, so Valena should go with Venito then because his is nada. And then Pip can go with Stuart.
Stuart and Pickle and I will go.
Yeah, because you already. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Will that balance out?
Because mine is flat
Sounds
0
good.
as well.
Okay.
Who's first?
I'll cast Mage Hand on myself as well and just have it follow me.
Okay, so we got Pip and Stuart, Zalric and Pickle, and Venito and Valena.
Valena.
I'll tell you my story later.
Okay. So Pip and Stuart are on watch together.
That'll be interesting.
A bun in the cook.
Hopefully not. Interesting's bad. It means something bad is happening.
All right.
Boring is what you're shooting for. Nothing's
Yes.
going along with it. Boring.
All right. Give me your you two. Give me your perception checks for the first watch.
Pip
Here we go.
and Stuart.
A 2 plus 3 is
You're
5.
doing great.
I'm rolling
20.
like crap tonight.
He got a dirty
Oh, wow.
20, so.
I got it.
Okay, there we go.
Pip comes through.
All right, I'm breaking up the Zoki dice.
All right. So while you guys are resting, Stuart is no, he's somewhat preoccupied, I guess we might say.
Yeah, I guess so. Who's on with me?
Pip, the very
Full
large
bun.
bunny.
Yeah, very large.
Big bunny.
6-foot
Big bunny.
carrying on.
While you're on chess, or while we're on watch, Pip is just taking out his dragon chess set back out and just keeping watch while studying.
We can play. That's probably what I'm distracted by.
He's just Stuart's distracted by the game.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Or the hanging deer, making sure animals don't.
Pip will notice you watching and say, "What do you
We
play?"
make breakfast.
Wait, he's trying to talk to him.
Stuart, do you play?
Oh, I'm sorry, that was too quiet. Yes.
Oh, really? It's been some time since I've found a person who actually knows how to move about the board. I've been trying to teach Valena, but she has gathered that the small pieces go forward occasionally, and sometimes quicker than sometimes, and sometimes she makes very illegal moves, and I have to correct them. It's not quite the same, you know.
Well, I've got the set in my pack, but I haven't really had an opportunity to play since I was a badger.
I think we have a lot in common.
Yeah.
He's a small bunny.
Maybe you should explain that to him because I don't know if he's heard that part yet.
Oh, you got to tell. Yeah, I'll tell him the story about being turned into a stone badger, turned into a badger, and then getting petrified by which one was it? Bavlorna, and then winding up somehow on the top of her teapots. And
In
I
her
don't
distillery.
know how long
you
you
were
were
basically stuck on a whiskey barrel under a blanket.
whiskey barrel. That's what it
And
was.
I got convinced to pick it up.
Yeah, so
It went poorly.
so Pickle was rooting around in Bavlorna Blightstraw's distillery.
Because some guys were convinced that we should, even though I said it wasn't a good idea.
Yeah, and when she went to lift up the this blanket that was on top of these whiskey barrels to look and see if she could find whatever she was looking for under it, she saw this angry, snarling badger right in her face, and she freaked out and sort of fell backwards and flung it over her head like judo throw style, and yeeted it into a very fragile distillery, which promptly exploded.
And unbadgered the badger.
And it was enough damage to break the petrification, break the polymorph. and restored Stuart to his human form.
Instead of a little badger, we have a little
And
human.
injured Zalric. Everyone else.
Yeah, Zalric got he was well crisped after that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the only
That's
reason
the
we
whole
could
story.
figure it was a badger is
Sorry.
because I think it was attacking her at some point, and that's the first word that popped into her mind.
Badgering her.
Badger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there you go. That's it. That's the story.
And then Emmett, why don't you explain your stint as a four-legger?
Well, there was a time where I was much more like myself. This is the tricky part, though, is I don't really remember a whole lot from back then. I've lost my memory, a good portion of it. The thing I do remember is I was in the middle of taking something. I was a thief, you see, and I don't even remember what I was stealing or who it was from or why. Very foolish, very stupid indeed. But as I was running, I was about to be captured, and I happened upon a fairy. She offered me a deal to hide, and so I took it, and I became a little rabbit. Not as I am now, but much smaller, like a pet. Much smaller.
Baby.
And yes. And I hid like that for some time. I don't remember how long, but it was quite a while. And I happened upon Valena in my wanderings as a small rabbit who had lost any sort of human ambition or desires, and she just took care of me. And then I saw that she got into some terrible trouble, and I knew I had to do something. I didn't know what, though. I'd forgotten that much. And somehow the deal had been broken when I happened upon a young kinder who had broken my curse with a kiss, I believe. And
A kinder.
yes, a child. Sorry.
I know a kinder.
So-
a child, kinder, child, not a kinder.
not a kinder.
Not a kinder.
Sorry, my
This is-
vocabulary is
This is
quite vexing to some people, I understand.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That
He
is
was
my story.
not only a bunny, he was invisible. So everyone thought that Valena was just insane. and
Had an invisible
hallucinating.
friend.
Oh, so you have experienced being an imaginary friend.
Yes.
Yes, for quite some time.
Yeah. So the curse on him got broken when the whole party. It should have been a TPK. While the party was trying to infiltrate a goblin stronghold and decided to just sort of walk in through the front door and split the party.
Why you gotta bring up my shame? We said
And
we
then-
wouldn't talk about that.
Well, it was an interesting plan. It didn't really pan out particularly well because of other actions that were taken immediately prior. That sort of revealed that shenanigans were afoot.
I told my daughter about the last adventure. She said, "You split the party." My 11-year-old says, "You split the party." It's like, yeah, it was kind of close, but we made it work. It was a little bit dicey, but it worked out.
Yeah. So the party,
All right.
everyone got KO'd. But the enemies, the goblins or the gremlins rather, who were being controlled by a higher power, were convinced to capture the party members rather than kill them because of the fact that their leader kept needing to sacrifice sentient creatures for her diabolical plot. And when she didn't have humans or elves or others like that, then she would just sort of sacrifice the gremlins. And they were like, hey, maybe we can give her these guys instead.
That's not cool. So, okay.
Yeah, so after everyone got knocked out, Pip in his bunny form fled the goblin compound and ran away, hoping to go back to town and find some help eventually. When he hopped into he smelled something that familiar. It smelled like some children that they were supposedly looking for. And when he hopped into these bushes, he found a group of like 11-year-old children in bushes that he recognized from town, which were these children of noblemen
That were not supposed to be out.
that were not supposed to be out. The one of their younger siblings had gotten captured by these gremlins.
Which is why we
Who had
were.
they killed all the gremlins in town. One of the gremlins, a druid, transformed and into a giant owl and spirited away a little girl and a little boy, and flew them back to their stronghold, which we successfully scryed upon thanks to a more powerful one of the nobles who was taking care of one of the kids. And
They went that way.
The kids wanted to charge off and do it, but their aunt was like, no, you're not doing that. So instead, their uncles decided to go like, we'll handle this. They go riding off out of town across a bridge that had gotten booby-trapped and blew up. And
they boobied right into it.
Yeah, and so they Looney Tuned their ways into the hospital. And so at that night, after things had died down, and the grown-ups were trying to figure out what they were going to do, the enterprising Chillins sort of pilfered their grown-ups' magic items and whatnot, and snuck off into the night to track down the gremlins who had spirited away their little friends.
And the grown-ups that went after them, which is us.
Yeah, because they didn't have the greatest faith in the other grown-ups.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Yeah, and then the kids wound up
Yeah,
saving
so
our
anyway,
hands.
it was these children that our bunny friend found hiding in the bushes, and one of the little princesses was like, oh, it's a little bunny, he looks scared. And she was the only one who could see it because she was a mage in training. She was the only one who could see it. Everyone else thought she was crazy, like playing along with Valena's imaginary friend nonsense. So she picks up the bunny, and she's like, oh, poor little thing, and she goes to kiss it. And being a princess, she broke the enchantment, the Fey enchantment on it, and he turned back into Haringon self. I was like, oh no.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was the thing that happened.
Yeah.
I'll remember the princess and the frog part.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The princess and the bunny.
He was not happy.
What's
Might have been a
happening?
little bit of a freak out.
Yep.
Yeah. So if I repeat myself, by the way, it's because I'm technically undead. Right? I died a long time ago when I was in the Navy, and Senior Chief brought me back, and I lost my short-term recall circuit.
Okay.
So that's why.
Very good.
So a bunch of things that you've said before now make a lot more sense. I thought you were joking.
You mean
No, I was dead for a good solid 5 minutes.
Wow.
I was electrocuted to death working on a pump motor. The Senior Chief, I had a circuit danger tag off, and he saw me go up the ladder. He didn't see me come down the ladder. He thought I was done and turned it on.
So no lockout, tag out, I guess? Or?
It was tagged out.
But he untagged it and
He
turned
just
it back on.
flipped the breaker himself. And the machinist is like, I don't hear Donovan. Because when I'm working,
Yeah.
I'm like banging and whatnot.
Oh.
He's like, what do you mean? I thought he was done. So, no, he went back down there. It's like, holy crap. They told me this afterwards because by that time, the last thing I saw was blue light coming out of my hands and feet.
Woo!
Ooh.
Right. So I was gone.
Damn. That's
So,
wild.
yeah.
Well, shit.
So anyway, I learned the hard way is you can go from photographic memory to can't remember crap in about 1 day.
Do you have any scars from that? Like
No, I had
usually
I had burns on. I was soaking wet. The only thing that saved me, the corpsman said, you would have been dead, except for the fact I was soaking wet. It was in the bottom of the lower level of the boiler room. I was soaked in steam and sweat.
So it helped dissipate versus just.
So yeah, because if you're soaking wet, the electricity will flow right through you. If you're dry, it'll burn. So I had little bitty scars on my hands and on my feet from where my steel toes were, okay, and the steel shank in the foot of my sole of my foot. So, but that healed up in like 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
So, but other than that, not a mark on me.
Wowza.
Yeah, I never felt myself hit the deck plate. I just went black out, lights out.
Shit.
So, but they said I was gone for about 5 minutes. Yeah, and
Let's go. We have undead in our party.
yeah, January
Yeah.
1984.
He was dead. He got better.
He got better. Yeah.
He's only mostly dead.
Well, so
He's
I own the
partially
senior.
alive.
This is back in the 80s when stuff got covered up. I owned the chief until he retired. He was like a few months away from retirement. Okay, it was like, dude, I can either ruin your career or you can give me coffee every damn day.
Hey, coffee is a small price.
Small
to pay.
price, yeah.
Small
Yeah.
price, yeah.
Shit.
So
I mean, at the very least, he'd have been having to like write some goddamn policies or some shit.
Yeah.
well, that was back in the 80s when you could do stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't do stuff now.
Well, so Pip and
Major
Stewart's
lore
shift.
drop.
Yeah.
Pip and Stewart's shift completes pretty much without any sort of incident. At one point, you hear Pip gets startled by a screech owl in the distance, but that's about all you hear.
Luckily, he's a big rabbit. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet the
Yeah,
really
but
scared of
it's
those.
going to be instinctively
I know,
owl
right?
Yeah.
Well, he was
And he
also
was-
small for
that's
so
right,
long, so he's
yeah.
probably still used to flinching at big stuff.
Yeah, so he has a little bit
Yeah.
of trouble sleep in the second shift when Zalric and Pickle get roused for their turn at the helm.
5 more minutes.
So
All right.
All right.
nothing happened with you guys, I guess.
Yeah.
Haven't
So
heard anything.
you guys are give me some perception checks. What have you done?
This is the second natural one I've rolled on that die.
Oh, me
See?
too.
Okay.
Nat 1. I got a 5.
Man,
What are we distracted with?
I think I'm sticking with this one.
I don't know. What?
They gotta
It's
read
something.
They're staring into one of another's eyes.
Yes.
No.
They haven't got over the sultry music yet.
So I'm
No.
assuming Zalric is grilling her about like, hey, so about you and Benito.
Yeah. What's going on with you guys?
What?
All right.
And while they're discussing this, they totally don't hear the sound of like a disgruntled bear in the woods, like trying fruitlessly to get this deer out of the tree.
She turns a darker shade of green. What are you talking about?
I don't know. You guys were dancing and
Okay, next.
so
No. Finally, it's time for Benito and Valena's
the bear doesn't get the deer. I guess. Hopefully, we had it up high enough.
She turns a dark shade of green when she gets riled up.
She turns when she's blushing, she turns a darker shade of green.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So me and Valena?
Yeah.
So what
Is
do you
Valena
do?
here? Is Kelsey?
Is Kelsey here?
Back.
Kelsey is not here. She's currently trying to rock the baby to sleep. It's a night, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh,
That's
okay.
all right. So just go ahead and roll with advantage, I guess, Benito.
Exactly the same.
Both tens.
That's hilarious.
Hey, that's,
Oh, but what does she have? Oh, no.
What?
No, hers.
Hold on, I can roll for her. I got her computer here. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
This is both tens.
Drum roll.
Well, wait a second. What's the chance of getting 2 tens? We'll just call that a 20.
Yeah.
I don't think it works that
It
way.
doesn't work like that.
You should.
I
I
know.
think she's got a +7, you said,
Yeah,
right?
she's got a +7. She said that earlier.
Yeah.
She wrote it down.
Roll an actual one.
10 it is.
All right. So, hey, it's not just us. Everybody's got it.
All right, so
Well, hopefully when something attacks us, this is
The
all
only
out
one
of
who
the way.
saw Jack that night was Pip.
all right, so apparently at some point in the evening, the wind shifts, and Valena is kind of freaked out and just sort of like
Rocking back and forth.
rocking back and forth and not paying a whole lot of attention. What is Benito doing?
Well, I guess he sees her freaking out and he's trying to soothe her.
Sexual.
No.
Oh no.
He starts playing sultry
Then
flute
he'll
music
wake
again.
then he'll wake us all up.
I could try playing happy music on my flute.
All right, I'll just
Thank-
change her mood to winter for now.
I appreciate that I am not the only one who thought of Careless Whisper.
Yeah.
Thank you, Evan. Thank you. I feel vindicated.
No problem.
So Benito starts trying to cheer.
Yeah, my dad, just chill. Let me play
Sweat,
some
baby, sweat, baby.
Ugh.
You guys are freaking me out.
Yeah.
That takes a lot.
So he starts serenading her about the bad touch. Apparently.
Wait.
This is making
You
it worse.
haven't- you-
Really, this
You
is
and me,
worse.
baby, we ain't
Oh my
nothing but mammals.
No, I broke that.
You know, this
Okay, I'll put my flute away now.
there's a
Let's
song
not do
called
this.
Shades of Grey. You could change that to Shades of Green.
Wow. Wow. All right, you guys complete your long rest without
All right.
without any additional problems. In the morning, you find that there's a whole bunch of like bear tracks underneath of where this
Here we go.
where this deer was, But
Didn't-
thankfully, someone greased up the tree well enough, apparently, that it wasn't able to actually successfully climb. So
All right,
it ended up
nobody
giving
noticed
up.
a bear trying to eat our deer.
I mean,
Anyone?
did
You guys-
Anyone?
You
I
got
did.
you know what?
You?
Hey,
No?
bears are sneaky little bastards. Okay, if you ever been
Apparently
out
this
camping
one was.
with
Yeah.
them, they'll
This
be
one's
like,
very sneaky.
"Where did the stuff go?" Bear tracks. I was like, "Oh my god!"
This
Yeah.
stealthy bear.
Bears, they can cause a ruckus, but they can just walk up, take what they want, and leave, and
Yeah,
no one will ever know they were there.
Somebody hadn't been having weird talks.
All right, so we got Johnny Cash,
I didn't know what
40
was
Shades
going
of
on, just-
Green.
Trying to
Johnny
discern
Cash, 40
things.
Shades of Green.
Johnny
Nice.
Cash, 40 Shades of Green. I'm not kidding you.
That's awesome.
What do you say?
I
Never
will
heard of
play
that.
it later.
Yes.
I don't know.
I
Yeah,
don't,
but it gotta be money, right?
I don't either. I close my eyes and picture the emerald of the sea from the fishing boat of Dingle to the. Oh, it's an Irish thing.
Oh.
There you go.
Hmm,
That makes
that
sense.
works.
Oh, you should do an Irish accent.
For pickle? No.
Yeah. That'd be crazy.
I can do one, but not for pickle.
I thought she sounded more like Harley Quinn or something.
Yeah, she's kind of got like a somewhere between a Jersey and a New York and something like an abomination of those.
Yeah.
Because I don't actually know what they sound like.
Okay.
All right.
All right, so you guys finish your long rest. Go ahead and top yourselves off on hit points and
Mhm.
all the rest of that jazz.
It's already good.
I guess
Yeah,
we
I
can
had the button
finish
already.
cleaning the deer.
Yep. So now we can go, hopefully, make it to
We'll
Will's place with some fresh venison.
Okay. All right, so you guys continue back to Little Oak, where you find Will of the Wilds, Bobby, Sloan, and Zadar all eagerly awaiting your return, and they seem happy to see you. So Will's like, "Ho there! I see that you've brought a tasty snack with you. Do you bring any news from Loom Lurch?"
Why are you looking at me when you say tasty snack?
No particular reason.
Indeed.
Like, did you turn cannibal while we were gone? Like, what's up with this?
Okay. Says the one that just looks like broccoli.
I figured Vanita would be getting jealous by now.
So
What are you talking
we
about?
tell him the deal that, hey, guess what? We're here to capture you
Yes.
and bring you to what's
Wink,
your face.
wink.
He says, "By golly, that's a brilliant plan.
Yeah,
She'll never see it coming."
nah.
Right. They,
Right.
you know, we all go in. It's like, oh, we've captured you, and meanwhile, right, we have, depending on the situation, okay.
Mm.
There's a couple ways this can go. All right, we could just pop and, you know, get close to her, and then all of a sudden, everyone who's tied up becomes untied and has weapons, and we go to town, right? Or, go ahead.
I think at least one of us, possibly the guy that knows where the unicorn may be,
Mhm.
should try to, as we're distracting, should try to go out and reattach the horn to the unicorn. And
Yep.
I can invis myself and go
yes,
replace the horn.
Yeah, we know you're good at that.
so
Stealthy.
or
Stealthy
maybe
warlock.
as we go in, he should just become invisible before we all get there. And
So Bobby,
We got an hour, I
the
think.
young male dwarf who is just starting to get his first whiskers, he says, "Well, Zenner and Sloan and I, we can sneak up and in the woods, and we can distract the Tin Men and set off the scarecrows, and maybe that'll draw the Tin Men away, and they'll come investigating. Then you guys could do your thing and free all our friends."
Put a pin in that. What was the other thing you were gonna say?
There was kids involved that are
Oh,
in
yeah.
the tree that we have to rescue,
Yeah.
and plus those prisoners under the kitchen.
Could you bring
Okay.
the
Yes.
map up of the?
But there was only one guy on the kitchen.
Prisoner,
The
one guy,
dwarf?
the dwarf.
and
Yeah.
the dragon, or what's heating the
Well, the dragon's flying around now. But there's a dwarf. I thought it was more than one person that was under the kitchen.
There's kids.
There's
I
kids,
was thinking,
so someone needs to go take care of the
There's-
kids while
there's
we're
the-
doing this
the
other
kids.
stuff too.
There's the dwarf underneath, but she had some kind of creature that was heating. Was it a fire elemental
Fire
Uh,
element.
that was
Yeah.
heating the stove?
Yeah.
What was Pip trying to say?
we have her confidence, right? So
Yes.
maybe it would be
Yes.
best if we time the distraction to when we go inside.
Right.
That way
Yes.
we've got less distance to cover. I could signal you with a lantern. I have a hooded lantern, and I can shine it out one of the windows, and I'll just make a little like I drop the hood up and down, up and down, up and down 3 times.
Okay.
Now it is kind of perpetually daylight right here.
Yeah, it's always dawn in this area.
So
Mm-hmm.
does the lantern still show up well at this time of day?
It's a good question.
She's doing.
I mean, you can see it fairly well. Yeah.
Okay.
And you're not going to get a lot of direct light for reflecting anything.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the children are suggesting. So Bobby, Sloan, and
Red
Zen are
flag.
suggesting that they sneak up over in like. Let's see.
Yeah, that might be a good idea because the 10 men were in this area right here. So if we want to get over here to free the unicorn, then these guys need to be.
Yeah,
away
so
from that area.
So right here is where the right here is where the scarecrows are. So if anyone gets too close to the scarecrows, they'll start shrieking and making a bunch of noise.
Right. And the 10 men were in this other room where the Jack in the Box was at with the.
Yeah, the 10 men were in like the central.
Oh, they're
That
over
one,
here.
yeah.
All right.
Because in the unicorn was this way, box and.
Yeah, he says the unicorn over in this area
Right.
where that rocking horse is apparently stashed. Really not sus.
Now, with his invisibility, he can only turn one person invisible, right?
Yeah, just one
Yeah, you can only
person.
concentrate on one person.
It was for.
Okay. I didn't know if he upcasted if he could do more than one person.
No,
Not at
no.
this point. You guys are only
No,
fourth
not at
level.
this level.
Okay.
You can't upcast it.
We're 4th level or
He
3rd?
goes right.
We're currently
Fourth
fourth level.
Okay.
It wouldn't be until I think 5th level, right? You can
Mhm.
upcast.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
So all these folks are going to be in position, and then we're going to have a signal to set off everyone doing their motion, right? Some
Yeah.
folks are going to go and do the distraction to pull the 10 men out to the scarecrows and cause a ruckus there, while and once the 10 men get clear of where the unicorn is, you're going to get the unicorn connected.
Well, the 10 men are down here, and they will probably go out through this way. The
Okay.
unicorn is down here,
Yeah.
so hopefully they won't intersect.
Right. And once everything starts moving, somebody's going to go around and get all the prisoners gathered up. And the key action is going to be, as far as I can figure, Will and all his compatriots. How many foot soldiers does Will have?
So he's got 3 children with him right now, and they look like they're fairly young. They're like maybe
Maybe we
9,
should
10,
make a
11 years
list here.
old. They're pretty young.
Well, let's make a list of all the things that we have to work.
So,
And I don't think
They,
any
they
of
might
us
not
should
be
go-
the best.
I don't think any of us should go individually. We should at least be in pairs.
Yeah, I'm thinking. No, Will and all the captains are there, and probably the majority of us are there with them.
Right.
Okay, and
Well, you're going to be with Scabatha cooking. And
that's
gonna be
the
your
whole, and
distraction.
that was the other thing too. It's like I want to get with her and say, okay, we have some stuff to go cook. We'll bring some of the venison or whatnot.
Right.
You know, because we're going to cook a stew, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So I got to be in the kitchen with her,
Which you will be close to the dwarf that's underground.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. She's probably going to want to run out.
Well, if you're bringing Will with her as a prisoner, there's a chance that might take higher priority to her than cooking.
Yeah.
And
She was saying
Will-
she had some big plans for
It's
Will,
cooking,
right?
but will maybe take her away, or she'll go somewhere with Will.
What's up, Aaron?
No,
I
hang on a
was
second.
gonna say, who was it that said we should time it with us actually going inside?
Oh, that was me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, so the signal thingy, I mean, you kiddos are used to signaling each other when you pull shenanigans, right?
Oh yeah, sure.
So, like, if y'all are keeping an eye on us as we go inside, then you'll know when to signal each other to start stuff, right?
And Sloan says, "Oh yeah, totally. I mean, we're great at paying attention."
So, like, you just, give us a,
It doesn't look like how they-
This
Are
is
you being sarcastic or is it serious? I couldn't tell.
I
Will,
speak teenager. So, like, you guys, I don't know, count to whatever it is you want to count to that, to give us time to get, like, inside, and then, signal each other when you've reached that number, whoever's counting.
Sloan says, I think Zener can maybe get to like 5.
Okay, let's just, when everybody's in position, whistle. Can everybody whistle?
So, Bobby and Sloan are trying to whistle, and they got nothing. Zener, the half orc girl though, she just puts 2 fingers in there, and it's like it's like ear piercing.
That's the signal right there.
She just bucks up and she's like, "Yeah, that's right."
So you count.
Okay, so
To 5.
Zener is the one that's going to be the signal. All right, so here's the thing. Like you said
Or
before,
you decide when to signal.
Skabatha is going to be more interested in Will than cooking. Okay.
Yes.
However, I say, hey, while you guys are dealing with this, I'm going to go ahead and start cooking the stew, right?
Right.
I'll go to the kitchen, right? You guys are going to be, she's basically going to be fussing at Will,
We'll probably
Right.
be in the tea room.
okay?
oh, she just
So
decides
where are we
kill
going
us.
to present Will to her?
Because we saw some areas that had an upstairs. Was there also a downstairs that we saw anywhere there?
The only downstairs area that you guys saw really was that holding cell in the kitchen where that dwarf is.
Yeah, I think everything's upstairs. So here's the thing. Are we going to be intentionally split doing this?
That's why I
Or
said we
we
should
gotta
at least
try to-
be in pairs of some sort.
Yes. Someone should at least try to get with Stuart while he's in the kitchen, because I don't like him being alone like that.
And-
Didn't you go with him last time?
I did.
So
So
that wouldn't be
we're-
weird going with him again.
Correct.
I like myself in the tea room still, because I do have the lockpicks, and the
Yeah.
children, I believe, are shackled to the prep room in there.
Correct. And Pickle's
So, like-
good at lockpicking too, I think.
Yep.
And Venito can go invisible and go after the unicorn again.
Yeah, and I got strength to just basically rip that gate out of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, we also have at our disposal the dogs were going to help us, right?
Ah,
I think they gave you potions of heroism or something similar, didn't
they gave us something.
Something.
they? Let's see what they
They
gave
give us. And once the unicorn is revived, will that not?
Misty
Call
Step
his
token
mate.
recharges.
Oh,
whatever
that's
as
right.
well.
They gave you Misty Step tokens.
Yes. Each of us have a Misty Step token.
And then the pixies gave you a whistle that allows you to summon them.
Yeah.
Yes. So we can summon the pixies.
That's cool.
All at once.
That'll be a great distraction. As soon as the kids whistle, summon the pixies.
So who's going to be there with holding Will and his compatriots
Oh, wait a second.
facing down?
Is the Minotaur going to help us?
That's right.
The minute they get
No,
the
he went
Minotaur,
away. Venito, the Minotaur.
Not
Remember
the
they got-
Minotaur.
The
no, the
centaur.
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 Centaur
Yeah.
and
He's-
the owl bear.
He says, what was his name? Winterbrow.
Yeah.
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 He says, I think I'm a bit too old for these shenanigans.
Oh, he got taken away.
I do have this,
He came back to
and he
base.
shows a little.
He came back to
Yeah.
babysit.
So the
Yeah.
owlbear got
The
taken away?
owlbear and the lion got
Taken.
sent back to where they belong.
All right.
Lion
Okay.
probably went poof by
So
now.
when we're going in here, who is going to be presenting Will to the
We
witch?
all are, aren't
So
we?
if I'm going to go invisible, I won't be there.
Well, she might see you though.
Okay.
I'll
I'll
be
just-
there.
Before we go in.
But
So
she
if
might
we
be
all
able to
go
see
in there
you.
saying, "Here's Will," okay, and by the way, let's go. Why don't we go take Will to the tea room for what? I mean, how are we going to position everybody?
She's gonna take us inside with him.
Well,
Right.
I think
Or she's
before
gonna-
going in, Venito should
smoke
become
him right
invisible, and he should stay away a certain distance. So her focus is on Will. She will be less likely to sense or be able to see him.
Didn't we talk about last time that she might be able to see through that kind of stuff?
Yes, but if she's focused on Will, there's very little idea that she would
We're gonna
even
be
look in that direction.
pulling her focus.
I mean,
on-
it's fair to say too, right? Like how does see invisibility even work, right? Does it just look like he's just standing there, or does it look like he's actually like, you know, glowing or something?
Usually it's a disturbance.
I think see invisibility. I feel like the way it would look is like you can see it there, but it looks like
Like the
something
predator in the jungle.
well, not necessarily a predator in the jungle. I think it would be like they look kind of like
Translucent.
I was talking about the
I
movie.
feel like it would look like there's some sort of like almost like they're covered in plastic wrap or something.
It's a kind of a fuzzy gray. I saw somewhere a long time. Wow, you just tripped a memory. Somewhere a long time ago, I saw that see invisible was not necessarily very accurate. So it was kind of gray and fuzzy. You just saw something was there. But the better you were at it, the more likely you were just to see through it. It depends on whether it's like an invisibility potion or a magical effect like a ring, or someone's spell, or a natural ability. It actually varies as far as what the effect of someone seeing you is.
Yeah, the way I envision it would be it kind of looks like you've like wrapped yourself in saran wrap.
All right.
That should be fine.
You see the ghost.
But that's only if she perceives it outside of what she was focused on.
All right.
But anyway, yeah, we'll give it a try.
She could be too focused on something else and not even.
Maybe. I mean,
And we don't even know if this is an issue.
Right. We don't.
All right. So we're all going up there.
So you hide behind a tree.
Who's
until
gonna
she's
hold
detected.
Will?
I'm strong.
Well, he's not gonna be fighting back.
Well, but
He's
I'm
gonna
strong.
pretend to fight back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
maybe I should do it. If we have to go in there with him cuffed or like some other like restrained, restrainment, then it might be best for me to hold him since I could quickly move him out of those restraints.
Yeah, something, as Slipknot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Someone that
Yes,
has
of
life,
course.
which is what they
wait,
have to.
So maybe should it be maybe like Zolric and Pip then?
I
They're
guess
both- they're both tall, that would be kind of fair with the
Yeah,
same.
okay.
Yeah.
I
I
have
think
two.
that's redundant.
Yeah, I give him
I've got like a plus
Okay.
6 sleight of hand. I think I'll be all right.
And then maybe Pickle could go with maybe Pickle goes with Stuart since she can pick locks.
That's true.
She could pick the lock on the grate and on the other kids coming back if needed.
I like
What
that idea.
Need help.
Plus, she'll be good in like a close-up fight, like in the kitchen. I think
That's
that's
true.
better. Just
Kitchen is right here,
Yeah.
next to if he needs help or something
That's
comes
true.
up.
I'm gonna ask
It'll be
Will,
close
what is
by.
your specialty? What are you good at?
Who?
Will, I'm
Will.
asking Will what's he's.
He says, well, I fancy myself as more of a swashbuckler.
Gotcha. All right.
Feats of daring do and rousing speeches and such.
Would he be able
It
to?
really is a good hand.
He says, well, I mean, I don't want to go taking cheap shots at an old woman, although if one ever deserved it, it would be her.
All right.
All right, so everybody's in position. The signal goes off, okay? And then, like, for instance, in the kitchen, I'm busting the grate, getting the dwarf off, watching over my shoulder for that fire elemental to see if it's going to do anything other than boil water, right? And then and also get the little girl who's working in the kitchen, and then just get out of there, okay?
Yeah, there's a little
Do
girl
it.
in the kitchen. Then in the main hall over
Right.
here, if they're still there, there was like how many kids were in the main hall?
I think there were 3 kids in the workshop here, the
Yeah.
first long room. I think there was like
And then a girl peeling potatoes in the kitchen.
there were like 3
Yeah.
kids in this room. Then there was a girl peeling potatoes in the kitchen. I don't think you're sure how many other kids are in this place.
Is there a safe place we can direct the kids go to the big whatever?
The
Oh,
fairy
Will-
ring, right? That's where we were escaping.
Will says, well, the safest place would probably be the forest to the west, because the Tin Men will have trouble moving to that. We definitely don't want to go to the east because because there's the Goblin Market there, which could become complicated, and then also to the north by the creek. That's the Red Cap Patch.
Pick
Ooh.
a spot.
So west, we'll tell the kids to run
He
west.
says, I think going west would make the most
All right,
sense into the
so
forest.
as we release each of the kids, he's like, for instance, one says, run west, go west into the forest. So that the kids
Give
are
them a
getting.
landmark.
Now, is one person going to go wait for go escort the kids away from harm?
We gotta find out how many more kids there are.
Zender says, she's like, well, I can be loud. She says, well, I can be loud, so I'll whistle and just tell them to run towards the whistling.
There you
They'll
go.
find me.
That's it.
Well, but if you keep whistling, somebody else is gonna come find you.
Says, well, that's what you guys are for.
Yeah, we're gonna keep them busy.
I guess.
All right, so let's take a break here
All right.
so we can all relieve our excess fluids. All right, so Kelsey is indisposed with the baby for the remainder of the evening. So Valena is going
Can't believe
to
it.
wait in
Jeez.
the forest to help safeguard any retreating children, because of the fact that she can do useful things like cast spike growth or whatever to cover to delay
Escapes.
any pursuit.
Mm-hmm.
So that is what
She didn't really want to be here, guys. I'm sorry.
Um,
She's sorry too.
Oh yeah.
that's so sad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you can tell her at least it won't be her fault.
Yeah, if everything goes south, she didn't do it.
Yeah.
It won't be her
It'll be my
fault.
fault.
That doesn't mean that we can't blame her.
That's true.
Correct.
That's true.
Correct.
Okay.
It's all Baby Aaron's fault.
Yes.
It's true.
If anything goes wrong,
Well, you call him Big Ears, half elf.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you guys are all finished with your planning? Or are there any like long duration, like all day spells you guys are casting on yourselves, or anything like that before you head out?
Does,
Also,
does
should-
anyone have Heroes Feast yet?
no,
No.
y'all.
But also, shouldn't
Yeah.
shouldn't we like wait a day or so? Because if we come right back, then obviously we knew where he was.
Or who was?
Will.
We
Oh,
did wait a day. We took a long rest, right?
Did
Yeah.
you take a long rest?
Okay.
wait a minute.
All right, so we got.
No more delay game penalties.
All right, let's go.
And we had ideas, but we weren't sure, so we didn't want to say anything and get her hopes up.
Let me take a look.
Okay. fair
Well,
enough.
we just got lucky.
Yes.
Yeah, I do not have a Misty Step type one, so I think I.
No, there might be a way that we can
We
like,
know
get a
what it is.
win-win here.
So
Because she
teleport
was saying
yourself
that she's going to present a
where you are
reward to
to
someone who
another
captures
location.
Bill, right?
Correct.
With
Yeah,
them.
we're getting rewards for capturing
With
Will.
them.
What it
We'll
is
come
is
in.
Yeah.
kind of individualized.
30 feet.
Yes.
So you can disappear from where you're at, and 30 feet away you can
I'm
reappear.
trying to see where the rewards are located here.
Like we don't know what the
And there's
rewards are yet. They're
instantaneous and
kind of
there's a
just
bonus
like
action.
Right.
Well, it sounded like it might be something like a boon.
it
So
depended
you
on what
could
poster you
teleport
brought
from
back.
Somebody.
yeah, it was dependent on the
And bash
poster.
on
We don't have the poster. That's okay.
I'm gonna teleport us to find someone with the sword already in them.
That'd be awesome, yeah. Killing blow.
Nothing personnel, kid.
What's it called? Telefrag. Telefrag.
Sure.
That's a phrase I haven't heard.
Peppermint?
Where's that other
Yes.
thing?
They got little peppermint pieces in
That's
it.
gotta be a thing.
Candy
Yeah, you
cane.
would think. It's Quake. We're playing by Quake rules, is what we're playing by.
Yeah.
Trying to see where
I've got a
lists
nail
what
gun.
the rewards are.
All right, we got a nail gun. We got a telefrag.
9-inch
We're
nail
ready.
gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're ready.
Holy shit.
man.
That was one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah, that's
I love
from
that.
Quake 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow,
holy
such
shit.
good memories of that game.
Yeah, I had fun with that one.
Just try going back and playing that now, and you'll be like, "Oh my god, how did I possibly play this?"
I mean,
Oh, I set up a LAN party for Quake 3 in our school's computer lab back in like 2008.
What about Wolfenstein?
That shit was awesome.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the first one.
Okay,
I played
let me try this.
A little bit.
We played
Wizardry.
Zork.
Huh? Work, yeah.
What about wizardry?
Wizardry, yeah. That was a big competitor for oh, what was that guy's name? Ultima back in the day.
Yeah, Ultima.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wizardry on an Apple IIc. That's what I played. Played Wizardry on an Apple IIc. It was a portable Apple computer. It was really cool.
Knights of Might and Magic.
Oh, Heroes of Might and Magic.
Heroes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Okay.
just thinking about
I
that one.
played Heroes 4 quite a bit.
All right,
Alright.
we ready to go?
There you go.
I finally found the posters.
All right.
We don't
Okay.
have any of them. What's the safe word?
Take a
All
look.
right.
Lick toad.
So you guys return to Loom Lurch.
With the wheel. Now the other kids are like outside waiting for the signal or to give the signal. We just have Will.
Correct. You guys just have Will.
Oh, okay. All right.
And you're invisible?
And I've got.
He will be as we.
Yeah, so
enter.
I guess. How are we going to enter? Where are we going to enter? How are we going to meet up with Witch? Are we just going back over here?
We're going back up over here.
Right.
And before we.
So you could do like you did last time and wait until we're inside and turn invisible.
As long as there's no one else around to see him.
I want to be invisible before y'all meet up with.
But you only have a 1 hour.
Yeah, that should be 1 hour. That's good. All I gotta do is get over
1
here.
hour's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But
Chances are you won't even use that full hour.
The thing is, 1 hour, but if there are any people that she knows in these rooms other than the children, when you go through,
I'll be invisible.
We're not going to drag this out. This whole thing is going to be done in like 15 minutes.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
also-
I'm saying doors opening and closing will call attention.
Yeah. Also, what am I going to do with the unicorn once I free the unicorn? Like, come with me. We're going to go kill the hag. Yeah.
Do the little mind
there you
meld to
go.
say, hey.
He'll know what he needs to do. I think.
Exactly.
Right, let's
It'll
go
be
kill
like the
hag.
unicorn in Cabin of the Woods. It'll just run right into her. With the
Yeah,
horn.
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Turn them on, turn them loose.
Turn them
Right.
on, turn them loose. All right. Be like, what's from Baldur's Gate when you set what's her face free?
Okay. So I'm gonna have
When you
I'm
set
gonna have food.
Oh,
Yeah.
the
Night Zone. When you set Night Zone free, and she
Yeah.
just charges.
spoilers.
Oh, one of the things that I'm gonna have is just an ad hoc weapon. Okay, is a can we get real? Give me a luck check on getting some antlers.
Antlers?
Well, we
you
killed
just
the
got a
deer. We killed the deer.
Yeah.
Oh, deer. Sure.
Yeah.
We'll say it had antlers. It was a buck.
Okay. Right. So I'm gonna, as part of the deal, is I've got the antlers for this thing. Okay. And basically, my deal is we're gonna be carrying the food to the kitchen, right? So while these guys are setting up, I'm gonna be, the whole thing is once we get in here, hi, how you doing? Hey, we got a thing, and everybody goes set up like you live there.
Oh, I can help
You see what I'm
You
saying?
got impromptu weapons.
I can help you
Impromptu
carry the
weapons.
deer.
Yes. Okay.
We use antlers.
Coming
and
through,
all
coming
of
through,
this
you know.
decorating.
You see where I'm going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Too bad you can't dual weld.
Nah. Well, I think later. But,
I mean, you could use something in your offhand as like a bonus attack, I think, but you wouldn't add your strength modifier to the damage.
Right.
no, I'm a longsword and shield kind of guy, but I do have an unarmed strike, so give me an improvised weapon strike. But that's if I have to.
Right. You still got
Okay.
your regular weapon or whatever with you.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna be. The plan is we're heading to the kitchen. You guys are gonna.
I'm invisible.
You're invisible.
I'm with Pip, and we have Will.
Okay, so y'all are gonna be
Scabatha.
keeping Scabatha distracted while we're going and
Yep.
implementing.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
So you guys get back there. You enter the. I'm assuming that you're going to enter the parlor where you last saw her.
Mhm.
Chucklehead goes off and fetches Granny. After a few minutes, you see Granny Nightshade emerge from the workshop, and you guys are standing there with Pickle and Stuart have the deer. Zalric and Pip have Breach holding Will by the
Arm.
by the arm, and he's got his hands kind of tied behind his back in a slip knot. Benito is nowhere to be seen, and she says, "Oh well, you've done well. You brought my will back to me, and what's this? A deer, a buck? Whoa, this looks like it's going to be a wonderful day. Wonderful day."
How fast is the key?
Indeed. Hey, this is heavy. Can we just go ahead and go to the kitchen and start cooking?
Oh yes.
All right.
Feel free. Go right ahead. Where was your good-looking friend anyway?
He could not make it with us. He
Just injured or something.
yes, he was injured and kept capturing Will and everything, and he's kind of just
Hang in
healing.
Oh, Will,
Right.
you've been a naughty boy. I hope he didn't scar his face. He was such a good looker.
there.
No,
Just
he
his
just
ego.
shanked him in the ass.
Just shanked him in the ass.
Goodness, mind your language, young man.
So when he opens the door, if it's not already open, I'll just follow.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we're
Sure,
making
sure.
a bit of a racket, kind of stumbling along, carrying this carcass and this food to the kitchen
All
to
right,
cover him.
all right, so Zara,
Can I
you
get
can
a-
still with
Can I
advantage.
get a key check on Nightshade as well? Like, how's the key turning?
Oh, the key?
The key on her back is it's turning at a good clip at this point,
Okay, good.
and she's
Okay.
so you guys are hustling off to the kitchen.
Ooh,
20?
Hell
That-
yeah!
natural
Naturally.
20.
The
Nice.
Nito is a damn ghost. We're gonna start calling him Casper. So
Or Eleanor.
no
Or
one,
Eleanor, yeah.
no one notices him at all. And
Yes.
and Granny is so Granny Nightshade is so preoccupied with Will being here. She says, oh, why don't you just have Will take a seat in one of the chairs?
So okay.
Yes, of course, ma'am. And I'll cast Mage Hand, and I'll have the Mage Hand grip the slip knot to
Yeah.
get ready to pull it.
All
At a
right.
moment's notice.
You put Will in his chair,
That's
stand on
what
either
I'm
side
talking
of
about.
him.
Okay.
All right. So you guys seat Will in the chair, and she says, why don't you sit tight, Will? And when she says that, the chair shudders, and
Yep.
it clamps onto him on his arms and,
Oh.
and his legs, and you just see a tongue come out from over his shoulder and just kind of lick him
Cheers,
across
a mimic!
across the face.
No.
Oh my god, no, the chairs are mimics. This is
And
awful.
Over the table.
And she says, now, my friends, what sort of reward would you like? I have
Can you
many
slow
things I can offer
Will,
you.
your extra token.
She says, I can give you a yellow rose that will help you relive your youth.
That would have been better.
She says,
Well, you're not in there.
she says, I've got a box with a special token in it, a memento to help you remember
Neither are you.
someone you care about. She says, I can give you this silver ring. She says, I've also got a stone ring. I have this wonderful bone wand.
What does the bone one do?
He says, a magician never tells. Let's see, what else?
We're the only ones here.
Can I make an Arcana check to try to identify what it might be?
Hey, you got a mage hand behind a guy who's sitting on a mimic, right?
It's invisible. I'm a ledger man, rogue.
Just letting you know.
Okay.
What's
I got
the
it.
hint there?
But he's already bound
Mage
by the
hand can do
chair.
a lot of things.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, Mage
I
Hand can
can.
do a lot.
I can at a moment's notice, and I'm not quite ready yet. You guys are
There
gonna
you
go
go.
back
She
there.
says, oh,
Yeah.
I could also give you this shrub to be your companion. I could curse someone that I could curse whomever you wish.
Her sister.
Can you-
Or you could claim I would let you claim any one object from my workshop that you see. If you can identify it by name. I do have my pride after all.
Oh, that maybe we should take a walk around the workshop. What do you think, Silver? I'll just give him a little wink.
Yes, we should at least see what's in the workshop and see what's available.
He says, yes, oh yes, quite right. Well, just this way, follow me. And she says, Will, don't go anywhere.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna like stay a good distance from Will so that I don't go further than like 30 feet.
Okay.
So
Where's the
he's-
workshop
He's
at?
in which chair? He's in like this one?
Right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in the centermost chair.
Alright.
So
Closest to Nightshade or closest to us?
right there where I'm pinging.
Okay.
The back side of the table from the door,
So
By
going
the
further
bridge.
in.
oh
Let me
sorry.
just see how far I can go. So I can just barely kind of peek out into the workshop, and I'm just gonna stand there.
All right,
And
so
look
you're,
in from that point.
you're kind of looking through the door because you don't want to let this guy get too far out of sight so your prize doesn't get away.
Oh, and it can
Right.
just pass it off as you're keeping an eye on him.
Yeah.
Right. You
Yeah.
can say, I'm not letting your prize get away or slip away.
Now, by this time, are we in the kitchen?
Yeah, so I'd say enough time has gone past. You guys have made your way.
All three of us.
Well, I'll peel off and head towards the.
You're all in that.
So I'll peel off and head towards the.
So you guys are up here
Is the door still unlocked?
right now.
Did I?
Yes,
Yeah.
you did.
Okay.
Let me pan the map down a little bit further. Oh,
That's right. I unlocked it, and it was like the
You-
opening
you
was like.
And
left
then you
it to
heard them
look
coming,
like-
so you
Yeah.
left it, yeah. And by the time you got over there, it was like.
Yep.
Yeah.
oh god, I just went the wrong direction. That's so difficult. All right, there, that's pretty good. I think we got
Yes.
the whole tree there now.
Can you go slightly more?
Oh my god.
This game is getting racy, y'all.
There you go. Okay.
What is this? That is.
Yeah, the elf doesn't need to be here to see what I'm going to do with
Because
the sandwich.
I was just saying, because the kitchen's the next room down, and it's still on the map. Once they go in there.
totally disturbed about vegan.
It's gonna be permanently stuck in the
Yeah,
winter.
so, yeah, the kitchen is here. This
Yeah.
is the kitchen.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So
Yeah.
we got them.
Yeah.
All right. So you
Did we see
and Pickle are in the kitchen. Zolric is still in. What was this room?
that?
That's the room going out to the
It's
unicorn
the one
area,
that's
but
got-
I
it's,
think that's the whole. I think that's the room with all the family portraits.
Yes,
Yes,
it
it
is.
is.
Yes, family tree.
Yeah, family tree.
Which,
Yes.
so how many kids did we see in the work prep room?
So there were
Three.
three chillins in the workroom.
Still three, okay.
Yeah, three
Yeah,
chillins.
one
in
of
the
them is
workroom.
a dark elf, and that's like the oldest one, and probably
Yes.
the one kind of like
The
in
drow.
charge.
So let's see.
Oh,
So, in
and-
that room.
Planning session thing we missed, okay, if I may, because we were talking about who's going to do what. Basically, once the kids are clear, we all converge back to main target,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
right?
Yeah. So I'm gonna wait till I hear the whistle, and then I'm gonna plant that horn on the horse.
Yeah,
It's
so
out
there was a male drow, a female human, and a female gnome.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And Pip had been talking to one of the children.
And the
The drow.
female gnome's name
No,
is
the
totally
female
not Philomena.
Oh,
Actually, wait, it is.
Yeah, it is.
But you have to stay close to Will to keep your mage hand up
Yes.
on him.
Hey,
I have
we,
a plan to get him out of the mimic too. Don't worry.
Okay.
we have a. Which way is west?
West is over on the edge of the map closest to you, Mike.
Okay.
West is that way.
Okay.
So this is north.
Never
Okay,
eat
West is
sour
past
watermelon.
the scarecrows.
The scarecrows are out here.
They were, yeah, where
No,
are the
they're right
scarecrows?
over there.
There they are. There they
Yeah.
are. There they are.
That's
Okay.
the scarecrows.
All right. So they're going.
Alright,
Kids
so
are going to
I
go
got
this
one
way.
over there near the party star.
All right,
And the
okay.
trees. And the kids over there. So they're going to make the distraction, which will hopefully call Scabatha to go out
So
that way.
tell them to head towards the scarecrows, because that's west.
Yes, thought that was weird too. We're telling the kids to run towards the scarecrows.
No,
The
they're going to.
scarecrows can't really do anything.
Okay.
They just sit there and shriek.
Okay.
Yeah, but they were going to trigger the scarecrows
Yeah.
to create the alarm.
All right.
So, but that's a
And-
good landmark. Say head in that direction.
All
Right.
right.
And okay, so
Head for the scarecrows. We've got friends in the woods.
Right.
Because if they head in that direction, then they can head toward the woods.
Okay.
So I'm just checking something here.
But also,
and
gotta
hopefully they'll get the
close.
idea. Say, tell you any other kids, can, get them out here, or we'll find out if there's other kids that we need to go to as we're doing this.
If Pip can tell Philomena.
Yeah, because if Pip can get Will out of the mimic chair so he's free,
Mhm.
then Pip can go help pick the locks on the other children and help free them.
And ask them how
That's the
many.
plan.
Yeah, don't worry about picking locks, break locks. They're,
Well, as long as
For
we
Pip,
don't.
I think that would be even quicker, just to pick it rather than having him break it.
There you go.
Iron.
All right, so we're waiting for our trigger action.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and
Head towards the
that
unlocked.
door.
He's as long as he doesn't get detected by anybody and he heads up to that room, he can go out the door that he's already hit the lock on.
And he's the trigger.
I'm the trigger. Well, I was waiting to hear the
Well,
whistle.
Well,
then I was gonna
when
push-
you go out that door, I think the kids are gonna whistle and trigger.
And then also call the pixies.
Oh, yeah, we need to call the pixies too. Who's
When
got
we
the
hear
thing?
the whistle, who's got the pixie whistle?
Who's got the pixie thing?
No, that's up to you guys.
Is that you?
I was gonna say I think that is me, and as soon as
Yeah,
we hear the scarecrows go off, that's when we're gonna do
because
the
he's
pixie
going to need
whistle.
the pixies
Yeah.
right materialize near him to get on Scabbeth.
You
Yeah.
also see Pip. He's starting to pull a wand out of his jacket as well, ready in action to use it as soon as he hears the
Alright.
signal.
I think that's probably about the time when you guys would start hearing the shrieking of a bunch of scarecrows
Uh-oh.
outside.
Okay, I'm. Look,
Is
Okay,
Okay, it's go time.
is Gabitha, when she hears the scarecrows, does she do anything?
When Scabatha hears the scarecrows, you notice that the key in her back slows down dramatically, and she says, "Oh, got it! What's going on out there?" She says, "Well, did you bring your wormy little friends along?" And she says, "You lots, stay here and figure out what you want for your reward." Guards! So, 10 soldiers!
Damn, we should've got the reward first.
We've got this secured for you.
Says, "All right."
I mean, we did capture Will. His friends are gonna come.
Yeah.
I'm not there.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna
We
take
got
whatever's
this
in the
area
workshop.
secured.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the little kids who are in here look petrified. They're like even the drow kid looks like he's like a shade of pale at seeing Granny getting
He's
angry.
looking ashy.
Right.
Yeah, he's looking ashy. So she says, why don't you go and keep an eye on Will out there? Make sure he doesn't get away. I'm going to go give these interlopers a piece of my mind. And she storms off
You can
back.
summon help.
Give it to him. And
You can summon help.
Yeah. Good luck, Granny Nightshade.
So let's see. She is.
yeah, that's fine.
So whatever we do, as soon as I hear the,
But that's
I don't know
fine.
how we're going to work it out. As soon as I hear
Hopefully
the
before initiative
scarecrows,
of anything,
I'm going to
blow
go
the
try to
whistle,
plant that horn on
and
the.
Pip is
Yeah.
gonna do his mage hand
on the
thing and
unicorn.
get Will out.
Maybe
Everything-
initiative would be a good thing. Right
it
now, I
should be a
hope
good
so.
thing because everything's going to
Yeah,
happen
that's,
all at the
that's
same
not
time.
a bad idea. Let's go ahead and roll some initiative.
So 20. Okay, this die is going
Oh, cool.
away.
Okay, I got to open my front door.
Where are my things?
Oh, beautiful. I'll take that. That's not. I'll do it.
No, I got that. Okay.
I'm going to keep this one. I rolled another 20.
Nice.
Another natural
Oh.
20.
I'm sorry, I rolled initiative and didn't click my token.
Damage.
I rolled a 16 though.
16 for Pip.
It's all my 20s for the year. I've used them
I'll
all
just
up.
have Valena act at the same initiative count to keep things simple.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Let me roll for
We're gonna have Old
Granny.
Faithful.
It's cool. I can unlock my door from my phone.
Yeah, I love that.
And
You know, open and close the door is that's awesome. It's super convenient.
we got the tent
Yeah,
package with the house, right?
Yeah.
So it's got all the Alexa stuff and everything else.
You got the camera on the front door too?
Yep.
Yep, that is nice.
I got that lock on my door. I just never use it 'cause it kind of freaks
Oh.
me out, honestly.
We got the smart home package and we love it.
Yeah, I just opened the garage.
I just opened the garage.
Well, every once in a
Same.
while when I'm not home, I do need to open the door for somebody, which is nice that I can do that.
Yep.
And everybody's got their own code, so we know when people are coming in and leaving, which is nice.
All right, what did Pickle get?
6.
Oh, I got to roll initiative.
Pickle got 6. Okay.
Yep.
What did Benito get?
Ooh.
20. You said.
23 if you count
Ooh,
mine.
I got 19
Ooh.
plus.
Oh,
What did I get? Okay, hang on. What's my initiative? Plus 2, so I got 21.
Yep.
I needed that.
Everybody's
And
rolling
Zolric
high.
got what
I
for
got
initiative?
6.
18.
let's try not to tip her off that we're actually not on her side until we're all back in the room together.
I'm having trouble with the deer,
Yeah.
and I'm wrestling with the antlers. They got stuck in the grate.
To
Okay,
open the grate, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, maybe we
Yeah.
didn't. Maybe we didn't hear anything
Exactly.
That's our
Yes.
YouTube.
because we're all the way back there.
You see what I'm saying?
You are unaware
We're
of
gonna
anything.
hear the scarecrows.
Because I got.
But there's nobody in there with you.
Right.
You guys are by yourself. You just got
We're
the girl.
exactly. But if someone came in, right?
And you don't really know the actual dwarf that's locked away, his actual disposition.
Well,
That's gonna
hopefully
be-
he's
I'm
gonna
rolling
be.
the die on that.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got to be mad at her and ready to.
Yeah, I can't imagine that dwarf is in a happy situation right now.
Yeah, you got to be.
It's like if people say, "Hey,
No,
how you
I
doing?
love it
Every day
here.
above ground
I'm
is
going
good."
after
I
Granny.
love
Well,
it
of
here.
course, like underground.
Yeah. The only thing I think that could maybe work against us is maybe he's just a whole different brand of evil.
Right.
You know?
Okay, even worse than Granny.
Right.
Could be. We don't know.
My enemy's
That's what I'm
enemy
saying,
is
yeah.
my friend.
At least temporarily.
Yes.
Sometimes.
Until he turns his back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or does something else unspeakably horrible.
It socks of the goose. Okay, so
Yeah.
all right, who's? Oh yeah, we're still trying to figure out who's on first.
That's what I'm asking. Who's on first?
What's that say?
I don't know who's on third.
third.
Yeah.
I used to have that whole thing memorized when I was a
Yes.
kid.
Love it.
All right, so Benito,
All right.
you get to that door, and the you can actually hear like a resonance coming from your pack where you are.
The
All right.
vibrator is set on high.
Yes.
Feeling very
Vibrator is definitely
horny.
on high. It appears that the door is still unlocked from
All
yesterday. So you open it, and you see outside. Let's see.
I have thoughts.
Yes.
Naughty thoughts?
Dirty
No.
thoughts.
Dirty
No.
naughty thoughts about a unicorn horn?
No, I just have thoughts on what it is.
Oh, it's a rocking horse. There we go.
Yes.
A flying
Yeah.
rocking horse. Oh, no.
Yeah, you might want to do something with that there.
Will you?
So you see this poor decrepit-looking rocking horse. Let me
Grand Theft
describe it.
Rocking Horse.
I knew it.
Or
Yes!
Avoid rocking horse until you get to the point and then deal with the rocking horse later.
The rocking
The
horse
rocking
is
horse
the
is
unicorn.
It's the
Unicorn.
rocking horse, the unicorn.
Oh,
The rocking
okay,
horse is
never.
the
Okay,
unicorn.
okay.
Give him
I
the
got you.
horn back and
Yes.
hitch a
Give him
ride.
the
Bring that
horns.
unicorn.
So, creaking softly, a rocking horse
I'll
moves
see.
back and forth near the door. Peeling paint covers its limbs, and its rocker is thick with moss. A rictus grin is painted on its face. Near a protruding root is a painted wooden box, 3 feet on the side, a crank protruding from one side of it, causing it to resemble an oversized jack-in-the-box.
Oh, snap.
do I hear anything? Jack in the Box?
You don't know.
No. All right.
Objective.
Put the
Keep in
horn.
mind, the dragon likes to sleep in the jack-in-the-box.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Put the
Yeah.
horn on the horse and be done.
Well, I'm invisible, so yeah, I'm gonna.
Put the horn
The-
on the horse.
am I going?
Oh, no!
Yeah, I mean, it's your turn. I'm just saying. It's your turn.
Where are you
It's
driving
our
at me?
fate,
like?
Benito.
Something's going in that
It's your
gap.
turn.
Nothing?
Put the horn on the horse.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the horn on the horse.
All right, you draw close to the horse and withdraw the horn. It's just like
Yeah.
in your hand at this point. And you bring it close to the notch, the one that's forehead, and it snaps into place. And
Jump on the horse, jump on the horse, jump on the horse!
give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, no.
11 plus 3, 10.
10. All right,
Jump on the horse!
there's a it's almost like a thunderbolt that just comes and strikes where you are, and you are knocked back through the door you just exited from,
Okay.
and land on your rear, and outside you just hear
Excellent.
Yes.
That's a good horse. Dang.
What was the horse's name again? You may remember?
Oh,
you took 6 points of damage from getting blasted backwards away. Also blasted away was this was this
Jack in the Box.
which is destroyed.
Yes.
And you hear an angry hissing sound, a hiss and a growl.
Cradle fall!
Come from this.
No, get the fuck out of there.
He was inside the Jack in the Box.
No. So Blue was
The dragon.
the Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did he get any splinter damage?
For lightning damage.
He should have got equal damage.
Or more.
He should have got, damn it,
Alright.
annoyance damage.
Let's see here. Let's copy
Hop
this.
on the horse.
So what was the
I know we know it. I just don't remember.
I want to call him by name.
His name is Eladon.
Eladon.
It hasn't been so long. I mean, you did get hit pretty hard, but you remember his name.
Alright, Eladon.
Well, let me put this guy on the map here.
And we were sent by his mate, whose name is.
See, this brings you to part of the conversation we had before about my memory, where if you ever ask me, Mike, do you remember it? The answer is no.
That's why I was asking that, Mike.
My memory's not much. I'm just saying.
His mate's name was.
The mate's name was
Robert.
Yeah, what was her
Don't know.
Over 10.
Albert or
Let me see if I can find the.
Well, that's alright. We're gonna-
Lorna.
Lamorna.
was her name.
Lamorna. Some
Lamorna.
of these names are very similar.
Dav Lorna, La Morna.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Phonetically
It's
challenging.
like this all written by like the same person. Where is Eladon? Does he not have a token?
The game wasn't expecting us to find him.
I mean, oh, here's Nick. Where else is this?
Loveliest of all.
welcome to Meta Unicorn.
Copy. And do a paste. Thither.
Yeah, the campaign says, no one's supposed to figure this part out. You're not supposed to actually do this.
I was like, it's the whole
Oh, yeah.
But I was only thinking that as of last session.
Yeah, same. I was thinking like above the table because obviously we didn't actually check what was behind the door, but I knew the thing was there. So
Well, we had talked about it being there in
We
the game.
saw the
so I
rocking
think-
horse there, but didn't connect the dots.
Well, we didn't see
Right.
it.
well, because we didn't see it because we needed to just unlock the door. He didn't open it.
Well, we did
He
talk
didn't
about
open
it.
it though.
But when we were like
Yeah.
talking with Will at his treehouse, we talked about where the unicorn was. So I think it's
Or
okay
the
to
rocking horse.
where the rocking horse was. So I think it's okay to assume that our people would have known in character in the game that what was on the other side of that door.
Well, and it's super okay in game because the vibrations were like already cemented as.
Oh, that
So
was
obviously it's like,
that lightning was loud enough to thunder that goes with the lightning. By the way, lightning does make a noise, but that's another matter.
You already heard how you know that.
Yeah, yeah. It
He's
does.
close enough to hear it.
It's kind of a fuzzy sound, but that's enough. Should be enough to trigger everyone to go to battle stations.
Battle stations, everyone! Danger, Will Robinson.
Not a
Red
drill.
alert.
Not a
Jeez.
drill.
Now all of China knows you're here.
Yeah, the bad lady's going to be distracted. But this is where dividing the parties actually strategically good. Is because the target has to figure out how they're going to defend themselves, and then you have to make a choice between multiple points, right? So
And she has no idea that she has no clue right now. She has no way of knowing that we're working against. She still thinks we're all on her side.
And that
Yeah.
noise was outside, as
Yeah.
was
Yes.
in the general direction that the screaming scarecrows
Right.
are. So as far as she knows, maybe the kids found the horn, and the kids.
Yeah.
So we need to converge.
Yep.
We'll come back and converge on her, hopefully,
Okay,
depending on what happens.
give me a Constitution saving throw to see if you can maintain your concentration on your invisibility.
oh yeah, because you
Oh.
get that. But
You got hit. Yeah.
That'd be
That'd be
more than
another one.
6.
6.
All right,
Plus-
so you get blasted back through the door.
Wait, was it plus anything?
He wouldn't be +4
I don't
for
think
sure.
he's got an 18 Constitution.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I
Um,
thought he took 6 damage.
yeah, it's still a
No,
minimum.
6 for his
Oh.
save.
So he gets blasted back, and about knocks the door off its hinges when he gets blown through it, and he's just kind of lying on the ground like, ribs, pain. And outside, you see this majestic unicorn appear with like a silvery. Let me get this on. With a silvery sheen to its fur and a luxurious black mane.
You gonna speak?
And it seems like it's confused. It's just shaking its head and clawing at the ground like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna yell for him.
Eladon.
Eladon!
It looks up and says, "Oh,
Yeah,
who is that?"
your mate Lamorna sent us. We're going after the witch. Are you ready?
He says, "Oh, the witch.
The one that turned you in,
witch.
the one that took your horn and turned you into a rocking horse and tried to kill your mate.
Pavlona?
Scabatha.
Yeah,
Scabatha.
Scabatha.
Tell him Babylona's dead.
Wait, I'm in thither. I'm in thither. Lamorna's in thither." Hey, and while he's getting his wits back about him, you hear a hiss, and you just see this billowing cloud of green mist envelop the unicorn, and Alana says, "Ah, it burns!"
Get out! I'm not there.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The unicorn's not on here yet.
No, it's not. It's going to leak though, because it woke up from a very long nap.
Yeah, it would probably be.
It's a little bit. It looks a little bit dazed.
But at least we took out her mode of transportation.
Yes.
Yep, she's grounded.
Well, hopefully she's ready to. Hopefully he's ready to fight.
Like I say, take away all of her strengths.
Okay. Eladon. Going down there.
At least I'm not last yet.
Nope. All right. So, Candle or Cradle Fall blasts your unicorn friend with its poison breath. It's going to make him take a. He's going to have to try a saving throw against it.
Wait, is it Candlefall or Cradlefall?
It's Cradle Fall.
Candle foot
Cradlefall.
somebody else.
Yeah, there's a lot of similar names. Okay, he fails his saving throw and takes 21 poison damage.
Oh!
This is just like
Oh, he should be still stout enough to
when Shadowheart
shark
doesn't
that
kill
off.
her. What's her name?
Yeah,
Only free.
yeah, that's what we were just
The
talking
night
about
song.
before. Night
That
song,
song.
yeah.
Yeah, and then she dies in battle almost immediately
Yeah.
because she's.
Oh, from using radiant damage?
Yeah, stuff. Yeah.
Dude, I one-shot KO'd my paladin doing that on the first playthrough. I was like, alright. So, that's it for that. That's it for that.
We should have saved before.
All right.
Yeah, you should say.
You should have said before this.
There's save checkpoint.
Quick load.
Yeah, okay, so let's go to Stuart in the kitchen.
Antlers. Pry cage open.
Okay, so the cage is built into the floor.
Yep.
It's a grate in the floor. So
Mhm.
you've got two people here
Leverage.
who are very strong.
Yep.
And from down in this cage, you hear this dwarf saying, "Oh, what was that noise? It sounds like a storm's brewing."
It's a jailbreak.
I mean,
Heck yes! Get me the hell out of here, lad.
technically we don't know what that was, but hey, let's use it.
All right, can you pick the lock, wee one?
I mean, I could try.
Just rip it off.
You can certainly try. You're proficient at this.
If you can.
If that
Take
don't
it
work,
first.
we'll do it. Yep. 15.
Yeah, it's not difficult at all. You get down there, and it doesn't look like this lock has been well maintained. And you're halfway through picking it when you just sort of like it just kind of crumbles apart, and you're able to fling the grate open.
Okay.
I feel like that would have been quicker.
Yeah. All right. Well, here. Want an improvised weapon?
He says,
Yeah.
"Oh, I had a friend with a knobby forehead use one of these. Oh, this is great."
It's a battler.
All right. So he's got a pair. He's got a set of antlers to go freak somebody out
He
with.
says, "Have you seen the rest of my gear around here?"
Well, wait.
He
He says, armor, an axe, you know, all the stereotypical dwarf stuff. Well, I don't know, lass. I've been stuck in a hole in the ground, and not a diggy hole.
You know, it might be really distracting and good for us if you go and find it yourself, and or use the antlers on anyone that gets in your way
What?
and
Like
lurking for it.
chests back in the room. with
Whoa,
the
there were
chests?
chests back
Right.
there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes,
Try
there.
down that hall.
What
Is
they?
it-
Like in here or here? One of those two.
So we're in one of these. rooms.
Yeah, this
the
is
storeroom
down the hall.
Be careful.
It
There
says-
was something breathing back here.
Well, we know where it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
that
says,
was.
He says, by the way, Elkhorn's the name.
Well,
That one.
That makes
It's
sense.
fitting.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Elkhorn, if you see any kids, help bust them loose. Tell them to go to the west and follow the whistle.
He says, I see one chillin' I'm going to help right now. Mishka, you're coming with me.
There you
And
go.
the little girl who's been working as a scullery maid in the kitchen, he just goes over and busts her chain. And
You could do that, but you couldn't do that to the grate.
he says, exactly how high do you think I can jump?
Oh, that's right. Never
Some
mind.
kind of leverage issue. Yeah.
Yeah. So Mishka like hops up and is riding piggyback on the dwarf.
Hey, kiddo. How many other kiddos are there except for the three back there?
She starts trying to count on her fingers,
Lots.
and she says, a lot.
So okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna start hold out your fingers and your toes, and I'm gonna start just.
Hold on, I'm looking. She says, there's some.
Okay,
There's
you go with
Philomena,
Dwarf, bust them all loose, tell them to go to the west, follow the whistles.
Wendell, Ra,
Never ask a kid how many.
Yavelda, Caliban, Olga, and Mishka.
How many is that?
Lots.
Weren't you counting?
No, out of character.
Oh,
Because I started to, and then he distracted me.
I'm killing her.
that's 11.
11. Okay.
Okay.
So if you know where they are, you guys go bust them out. Head towards the scarecrows and pass them into the woods. Okay?
Okay. Just be careful. There's snakes in the pumpkin patch.
Well, don't go in it. Just go
Well, the pumpkin patch is the pumpkin patch is between the rocking horse and the woods.
Go around it.
go safely around it if you can. But go bust the other. If you know where the other kids are, bust them out.
He says, "Well, we'll give it our best, little friend."
But then head that away, okay?
Right, you got it.
Now, so they're handled, okay? Just take a quick peek in that one room beyond the kitchen, see what's there.
Beyond the kitchen.
There's a door right here, something over here.
Let me see what's up with that.
That might be outside. No.
No, just that way.
North, right?
You mentioned that he needed his weapons and stuff. Maybe they're in there.
Northeast, good.
Yeah.
13's the kitchen. Actually, the door on the north side is ajar.
I thought it was a door.
Okay.
Okay.
Jar.
You take 1d4 points of psychic touch. Actually, so you peek in there and you see that there's a staircase that runs along the outer wall of that room. Let me just drag you in. What's Stuart on the hidden in there?
I don't know.
I don't know.
He's sneaky.
It's that
sneaky
amulet.
Alright, so Stuart is able to see in there that it did light up the room, right?
Nope.
No.
No.
Sorry, I had to ask.
I mean, it could be important. We
Don't
don't
want
know.
us in trouble.
Why did you not light the room? Do
Try
you not
me?
have your token
Oh,
permission?
there you go.
Still don't light the room.
My token permissions were ganked from the beginning.
I can't see him. Try me.
Hold on, let me try fixing him. This one's got to be so complicated.
Why you gotta go make things so complicated?
Let's see, undo the filter.
We're
See,
almost
he
there.
sees
Okay.
Stuart. Edit.
Thanks. First song
Edit.
became popular.
In player journals, all players can be edited and controlled by all players. Edit token properties, dynamic lighting. Looks normal to me. Oh man, there was something I had to do.
Epic
What was
dramatic
it?
content. You had to bring him all the way up to the top.
No, there was something I had to do. I thought I made a note about it. Why didn't I make a note? I said put the note under. There was something else in addition to make it visible to all players that I had to do. I can't remember what it was. Let me just try deleting the re-edits and that to see if that does it. No, shit.
It wasn't a
I'll
weird
have to-
issue.
No, it was in a weird spot.
Well, let's just do it the old-fashioned way.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll just pick one there since I'm pretty sure her visibility works.
We'll see.
There you go.
Yeah,
Because we're sticking together.
Yeah, we are.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so he's going off this way. Elkhorn gets into the next room. Why is he not visible?
That Elkhorn right there?
Yeah, can you
I
see
see him.
him?
He's right there. He's next
Yeah.
to Benito, right?
Yeah, it's all faded out almost, so I can barely see him.
He's okay on our side.
Okay.
Oh, that goes to her bedroom.
That's what I'm thinking.
So,
I mean,
okay, well, I'll just read the
we don't
description of
know
this
that,
room.
but-
Oh,
But that's a good picture of what's up there.
A staircase runs along the wall of this circular room and climbs to an upper level. Tucked behind curtains of moss and ivy are numerous bookshelves bearing ancient tomes. And built into one of the bookcases is a tall oval mirror in a wooden frame. Flickering candlelight emanates from the eye sockets of a human skull resting on an open roll-top desk.
Hi, Bob.
All right,
Be
Zalric.
break it some
Zalric.
stuff.
Zalric. We're going to skip over to Zalric. So he is back down, I believe, with with Pip, and
Pixie whistle.
yeah, he's with Pip and Will.
Okay.
So yeah, I just
And
entered.
Scabatha exited and went outside the door
Which door?
outside of the workshop.
Over here?
She went
No, out the side door. There.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So I'm in that room
Send the pixies.
over here.
Yeah,
Oh, so you
Can I
stayed
use a
in-
free action?
I stayed in
Can
this
I offer
room.
something to
It was
Zalric,
on the
or-
other side of the door.
All right, so Pip is working
So
on getting Will
we know
free.
it's in
Yes,
here, but
and
the plan
so-
was we go to everybody else as soon as we
Who's
can.
other than the children?
Okay.
Who was in the room
As
with
soon as
me?
we
Y'all seen
did
one?
what we were supposed to do.
Yeah,
So,
there's the 3 children in there, and there's also the oil cans.
oil can.
And oh, you guys, you do have either you or Pip does have squirt with you, the oil can who needs to be refilled.
Yes.
So you see these boggles flitting about the room, and they seem excited the fact that there's shenanigans going on, and a couple of them are watching you closely, while another one is chasing after the children and making them scream.
A boggle?
Mm-hmm.
So the oil can needs boggle oil.
Right.
So let him at him. But you got. Well, I think
So-
Pip has. Do you have the oil can?
I don't have it. No, I definitely don't.
You have all the things.
Okay.
So Philip,
So-
Everything.
I said then Zalric has all the things.
I'm trying to see.
Like he's got the pixie whistle, he's got the oil can.
The boggles are these things here, right?
Yeah, the things I just done.
oh,
So-
this is cool. My thing shows the moon rising.
He's black.
Oh,
So I'm gonna blow the pixie whistle.
Oh, okay.
I have that, but I'll hand it to you. That's fine.
Okay. You do have that one? That's the one you
I do have that one. Yeah.
Have what?
I was gonna offer it to you
And the
this round
pixie
anyway.
whistle.
So yeah,
So-
that works
Yeah.
out.
Blows a whistle.
Yeah.
Oh, the lava drunk. Because we gotta send the pixies after her.
All right. So one of the boggles is chasing after Null. I don't know why it doesn't have the other children listed in here, but
Well, I
we'll
was
say
going to
that-
have the pixies to distract the boggles, so that
Oh, okay. So he's
Pixies
coming
have
to Pixie.
magic.
yes.
All right. So you take out the whistle and blow on it, and suddenly the three pixies appear in a poof of purple glitter in the middle of the room.
It's a Kesha music video.
Yes.
Good luck getting that out of your clothes.
And one of them says,
I'm sorry,
It
I
says-
understand that.
he says, "Oh, it's..." So one of them says, "Oh, it's you, tall, dark, and handsome. We didn't think you'd be calling on us so soon. What's up?"
Yes, indeed, little cutie. We need you to distract these boggles so we can rescue these children.
Well, if that doesn't sound like a noble day's work, I don't know what does. All right, girls, let's get them. All right. Pip, how are you helping extricate Will from this mimic that he is sitting in?
Okay, so bonus action, I'm going to use my Mage Hand Ledgerman ability to bonus action control the hand to draw the slip knot. So that'll undo his restraint.
Yep.
And then I'm going to pull out the Wand of Portals, and I'm going to try... Is it possible to aim it such that the mimic isn't also going to fall in the portal, or is it like a package deal at this point?
Well, it's glued onto his ass pretty good.
Yeah.
1 second. I thought I heard one of you talking about giving him one of the tokens.
Oh yeah, you could give him the Misty Step thing, and he could just bamf his way out.
Had one of
Well,
you?
hell yeah, that's way better.
Yeah, two
Okay.
tokens.
Oh, he had. That's right. I heard you guys talking about that he had an extra one that he
It would have
give
been
him.
better to slip Will the token.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
I've got 3 of those.
I was like, am I?
I'll... Yeah. Okay. I will just
I was.
use an
I heard.
action, object interaction or whatever, to slip him a Misty Step token.
We could,
Yeah.
like retroactively, like we could have slipped it to him because I thought I heard you guys talking about that before all this went down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well,
Either way, we can get him covered with a token.
All right. So Will says, "Oh, it's been fun, but I've got to go." And he uses the Misty Step token and bamps over to the next room by Zolric, and the mimic cries out in anger, and you see 2 of the other chairs in the room. One's on the northwest and southeast sides of the table. You see eyes appear on them, and they all start hopping over towards the door.
Well, it's been fun.
Time to leave.
I'm gonna run towards the door and shut it behind me.
3 mimics.
Mimics do not have hands.
We can
Oh.
we can grab the little bar right here or whatever and just bar the door from opening.
You cast.
Does this door have a lock?
You have.
Well, if he can,
There's
yeah,
tables
because
in
if
the
Pip can
room.
pick a lock, he can also lock it.
I could lock it. Yeah.
So you can lock
no,
the
Like, I
door.
presume it would take a key to lock it, but maybe I could just alter the mechanism.
Those the door that led outside. You saw Scabatha unlock the door that led outside to where the scarecrows and everything are screaming outside. She unlocked that, but this door between the parlor and the workshop doesn't have a lock on it.
Barricade.
Can we use this? Can we use this bench right here to the left of the door on this room to like?
Am I strong enough to do that? I've only got like 8 strength score.
You're a bunny.
I can help you.
So Will gets in there with you, and this little boy, he looks like he's older than the others. He looks like he's maybe 12 years old. He sees what you guys are trying to do, like trying to drag this heavy bench over. And he says, "Oh, I can help with that." And he just reaches over and just picks it up like it doesn't weigh any more than like a folding chair or something. And he does a little pirouette and just like plops it right in front of the door without any difficulty whatsoever.
Is this the Dark Elf kid?
No, this is Will.
Will. Oh.
Well, right.
The swashbuckler kid
Well-
with the fro.
Oh.
Well done, Will.
He says,
Well done.
Well done.
all in a good day's work. Anyway, you lot try and free the childrens down here.
Yes.
I'm going to go upstairs and see if I can rescue them.
Absolutely.
Is there
No,
one? Is there one nearby? Because I still have an action, I think.
We still have the 3 kids in the room.
Well, so Yes, you haven't. You used your bonus action, used movement to get back in here, away from the mimics that are battering at the door. Move the mimics over that way. Yeah, what do you want to do for your action?
I'm looking around. Do I see anything impressive on any of the tables? Because Skabatha did say that there might be some magical items in here too that she could reward us with.
Let's see.
Not the key concern, but something to think about while I'm trying to free Chillins.
Like grab a stray wand of fireballs.
Oh, this
So
Yeah, why
there's
not?
Awesome.
You see, let's see, there's some
One
window
is to
displays in
kill.
here. There's some window displays in here with looks like
Of
there's
what?
a set of nesting dolls. There's a stuffed lion with needles for teeth. A windmill with a crank.
Ooh.
Wand of Kill Hag.
One to kill hag. Yeah.
Yeah. Arrow of Slaying Fae.
There's some playing cards that have children weeping on them. Looks like there's a wind up drunkard doll. There's a family of puppets that are poised like they're having an
Anything
argument.
that he can recognize as magical.
There's a 1 foot
Yeah.
tall. Yeah, there's like a foot tall guillotine, and then there's like there's some boxes that are closed up. So there's all sorts of random crap in here. You do see a silver hammer and a chisel on one of the tables.
Is it Maxwell's?
Yep.
a silver hammer and a chisel.
Mm-hmm.
Is it within Zalric's reach?
Yeah, it's at the table where the drow boy had been working.
A silver hammer.
You can head over that way if you really want it.
I recognize what that is, or do I know it by name of any kind?
It looks like it's a hammer made out of silver, and there's a little chisel, like a wood carving chisel here.
Okay.
Would there be any way that I could use Arcana to see if maybe I can recognize like a item with high notoriety to it?
Started thinning out everything.
You could cast detect magic as an action, use a spell slot rather than doing it as a ritual, I guess.
It was more similar.
All right.
I would look for
Okay,
something.
I'm gonna head over to the weird-looking stuffed lion with needles for teeth. I'm gonna smash that case open and take it.
He's gonna do what?
You're gonna swipe the lion with the teeth.
Yeah.
Look, we just got rid of one.
All right, you now have a stuffed lion with needles for teeth, and it's got actual real blood stains around its jaws.
Oh, real blood?
Real
See
blood.
that advertised too often.
Put your hand near that.
I'm gonna go over to the table and pick up the hammer and chisel.
Oh, there was an old TV show back in the late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah.
Oh, Trilogy of Terror with the little voodoo doll that had a little teeth. It was
All right. So Valena's over in the woods just doing her thing. She hears that there's a big ruckus out there. She can see from where she is Granny Nightshade emerge from the door, and she's casting about, looking about to see what all the ruckus is outside.
We could just leave.
You hear her shouting. And she says, "I see you, you little brats! Get over here! You belong to me!" And she starts running off over towards the. She started running off over towards the scarecrows.
No.
All right.
Get off my lawn!
Yeah, Pickle. What are you up to?
Well, I'm with him. What are we doing?
All right, so we know it's over there. That's a place to come back to. We need to get to wherever Granny Nightshade is going. She's probably going for the noise. So we need to come out here, I think, and come around, avoid the
Snakes
that they told us about, and
So we need to.
No, I think
so
you need to
we need to
let's-
meet back up with Benito.
let's go down the hallway.
Well, if you go to where Benito's at in that room, outside the door is the poison gas.
Yeah.
And then,
So
like, don't go that way. Go this way.
But
down there.
and like you said earlier, our initial plan was like once we've each done our task, we meet back up with the rest of the
Right,
group.
and that
So
would-
that's
Yeah, let's do that.
so we got to start heading back toward Benito.
Quickest way, straight line down the hall.
Yep.
Okay, so you're running back down.
We're gonna be
To
booking.
the main hall where the kids are at. And
Do
stuff.
not pass
All
go.
right, so.
What happened to you?
I'm not sure.
Hang on a second.
Lightning.
Hang on a second.
Your movement's what? The 30 feet?
Yep.
Whatever normal is.
They're going to pass you in the
30.
dwarf right here.
Yeah.
All right, so you are able to. So you book it back out from having poked your head in your head. You book it back to the door here.
Mhm.
It should be open.
Yeah, the door is open. You can see Elkhart in there. He's presently running down this way. You also see Benito in there. His hair looks like it's kind of frazzled, and he's lying on his duff.
What happened to
So
you?
we're gonna drag him along with us.
I can't get there unless I dash. We can dash.
Well, that was with the dash.
Oh.
Each one of these squares is 10 feet. They're not 5 foot squares.
Okay.
That's why you're also small.
What happened to you?
Oh,
Having a bit of a bad headache.
there was lightning and a unicorn horn, and then I was on my ass.
Great signal.
Oh, you?
Great signal.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right.
Wait a second. Why can't you see me?
You can... Never mind that.
Or why can you see me? Yes.
All right. So we're escorting the frazzled.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're heading that way. So that's as much as I can really do, as far as I'm aware.
Close the door.
All right. So you close the door to that study behind you. When you
No, I was
leave.
talking about where the
I'm
unicorn.
not there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not there. Well, so
I'm right there.
They're on the other side of the door.
oh, they just see me through the door.
Yeah.
Okay, I got
So, well, just for the sake of pacing, we'll say that Pickle makes it into the room with you, and she can see that there's a unicorn outside, as well as she can see that there's a dissipating cloud of green gas out there, and the unicorn is choking on it right now.
Did you do that?
No, close the door. Lock it.
In a minute.
Okay. Let's see. Outside, this unicorn turns on Cradlefall and says, "Lo, I see you, villain. How about you?" And he is going to try and charge at Cradlefall and stab at thee.
Oh, we got the horn on. Okay.
Yeah, skewer him.
He's certainly going
Shish
to try.
I
kebab.
just saw this in a movie.
Did we see that out of the corner of our eye before the door is closed?
Well,
We didn't close
she
Yeah,
doesn't-
they closed
she doesn't
it.
have enough room to
she,
close
she,
the
she
door.
hadn't closed the door yet.
All right,
It's
close the
open.
door. We'll see what happens here. I say, I'm.
There's a unicorn.
If he gets in trouble, we go help him.
Really? We're gonna go help him? We're not gonna go?
No,
He's part of the plan.
He's part of the plan. We need him.
Okay.
I say we can just close the door and lock it. Keep going.
So he charges at the dragon, and he's still kind of woozy, and he trips over one of the roots
Ah.
in the ground and does a roll in the dirt.
Ass over tea kettle.
Yeah, he does a roll in the dirt.
Yeah, we need to help the guy.
He's not doing so good.
He's in a rough time of it. He ends up over there.
He's not used to having legs that move.
Yeah, it's been a bit. Let's see. So the Chillins. who are in
Yeah,
the
what's the
workshop-
status of them?
The Chillins in the workshop are freaked out by the boggles, and they're kind of screaming, and they don't know if they can trust you, but they see Will, and they're trying to follow after Will, and he's shy. He says, no, you need to get back out of here. Go, flee into the woods.
Into the woods.
All right, so Will's got them in tow.
Well,
Yeah.
are they still shackled?
So let me just
Well,
check
they
a
weren't
sec.
because one of them was able to get on the table and dance last time.
Remember, we got the
Well,
dwarf
just
running
close it, just how
intercept,
far the
running
chain would
interference
go.
as well.
Yeah.
So they're not chained. So they're freaked out. One of the children, she runs. One of the children runs out into the central room, and she yells, "Help! Help! We're being attacked!"
Get outside.
Well, you're all the way down there.
They're clearly freaked out by you. So
we're here to rescue you.
Well, you're not even nowhere near.
Okay, give me a persuasion check.
What is this? Oh, never mind.
Cause we're in the room that she just ran from.
Yeah, I know. Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Nat 20.
Woo!
I want a +0.
Well, I mean, she did see Will talking to you guys.
Yeah.
She says she hesitates at the door, and she says, and from the door that she was running to, you can hear what sounds like clanking in there, like mechanical clanking.
Right. Shut the door and come back this way. Go to the outside.
She says, "We got to save Oink."
Oink. Where's Oink?
She says he's outside in the pig pen.
The pig pen.
Oink a pig.
But can't you get to the pig pen through this other door here?
Yeah, that's the way Granny went.
Yeah. But she's distracted right now.
Don't worry about Granny.
Don't worry about her. We'll take care of her.
The other's like, it's like, wait, Will's with you?
Yes.
They look, and Will's just like, he's like running off to go do his thing, and like, okay, well, if you're with Will, and they run out, the three of them run out the door, and the Boggles, however, are trying to stop them, but the pixies keep getting in their faces. One of them shoots one of the Boggles, and you see this little gremlin type creature like fall over on its side, and it's snoring from one of the arrows it got shot by. One of the others like swells up, and it like goes like, and it's almost like if you squeeze a sponge really hard, and like all the water just goes bursting forth it, except it's like this sticky goo. So it does that, and it actually manages to catch one of the pixies, and it splatters into the ceiling, and she's stuck in like this sticky goo by her wings up on the ceiling.
This sounds like a good time for the oil can to pop out.
No.
Impressive decision.
Another one, as Philomena's running back, it hops over and it goes, "Bleh!" And it excretes this oil slick covering the ground right where she's running, and she wipes out on it and goes down like a sack of bricks and crashes into the table in the middle of the room, knocking it over.
So that's my bonus action. Can I take the little metal can that was needing to be re-oiled and toss it into the oil slick?
When we get back to you.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
That's mine.
Back at the top of the round, it is Benito's turn again.
All right.
We need.
You guys want to help this unicorn?
Yeah, we need him.
If we can, quick, and then get back to the others.
He's fighting the dragon.
It's a little dragon.
You think
Just
you
a
can?
little dragon.
The dragon hit this unicorn for 21 points of damage first, right off the bat.
From the poison cloud.
From the poison cloud. I say close the door, lock it, and go to this witch. Of course, the dragon could come along later and help. We don't have to deal with the dragon.
You could always take a pop shot at the dragon through the open door before you close it. Well, never mind. I'm not there. I can't see anything.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna yell at the unicorn to come this way. Follow my voice.
Get your ass inside.
And then I'm going to hit it with the darkness.
Hit the dragon with the darkness?
Then I'm going to drop the darkness right there in front of the door. Yell at the unicorn to come this way. When the unicorn gets to the door, I'm slamming that door shut and locking it.
Okay, there's only one problem with that.
Yeah.
He's way down.
He's all the way down there.
He's not going to
And
move.
the dragon
And the
goes.
dragon's all the way up here.
All right.
Might be best just to wipe out this
I
dragon.
call it the darkness.
Yeah.
I think somehow we bum rush the dragon.
Just going to have to go
Let's
for
see.
it.
It hasn't had a chance to take flight yet because it just got knocked out of the
Right.
box.
So
We're
you
talking
two can
seriously
go. My
bum
turn's
rush.
all the way at the end. So
All
y'all
right.
do
So
something.
yeah, we'll go and rush the dragon then. Shit.
What can you
Bad
cast?
idea.
What can you cast on him to keep him on the ground?
Gravity and sword.
All right.
Oh.
Okay.
How nuts is this guy?
Talking about the character.
Well,
or
it's
the dragon?
Benito's turn.
Benito,
Stuart.
you lead
Yeah, and then Stuart's right after you.
because I can assist.
All right, so I'm going to head through the. Okay, so now I'm going to head through the door. I'm going to go to the edge right here, and then I can. Can I see the dragon without going outside through the door?
I
can't see
yeah,
my
you
dragon.
can see it from here.
Okay, so I'm going to take while taking cover behind the door. I want to hex the dragon. And
What
should
are
I
you
have?
hexing, like strength or?
I was going to plan on hexing strength. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna hex the dragon's strength. Hopefully that'll help.
That or dexterity.
Remember, it's just for
Checks.
Checks.
Yeah. So, and then
Dragon strength's usually pretty high.
yeah,
There.
and then I guess I'll blast it.
And then it started
Eldritch
blasting.
blast.
I don't wanna-
Eldritch blast.
What do you want to do? What you
Yeah,
got?
I'll
What
go
you
ahead
got?
and blast it. This is not gonna go. All right. 1D. Gonna roll a. That's not. There we go. Where we came in. So. It is actually +7. All right, +7.
Use a different die.
Use a different dice. All right. I'll use this one. Is that one okay? Does that one look good? All right. 20.
A natural 20?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so make sure to roll your Eldritch Blast and your Hex damage twice then.
Okay, the Eldritch Blast is where is it at?
I blew on someone's die and it was a natural 20.
1d10 plus 4.
Yep.
So I don't do this very often. So I need the d10 plus a d8.
That's D8, yeah.
You
You need the one that
You need
looks
the pointy
like this. D10?
Yeah, like, yeah.
No, that's not it.
Or
I got
this
those.
one right here.
Okay.
Just take that.
Okay, 1d10.
Plus your 1d6.
So that's a 9.
Nice.
So I roll that
That's
twice.
doubled, right?
No, just double it.
So that's 18.
Yeah.
18.
Plus 4.
Yeah, plus 4. Do I double the 4?
Well,
No,
no, 9
just
is
the nine.
13 twice.
So hold on.
26.
So you rolled that.
9.
Then you-
18.
Plus
18.
4.
Well, you gotta add your other die.
Roll the d6 for your Hex.
1d6. No, we're just doing that once. 5.
And then double that, so that's 10.
10.
So 29.
29.
Or 28.
Wait, so you rolled a 9 plus
28,
5 is
28.
14. Doubles is
Plus-
28.
plus 4
is 32.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then give him his D10 back.
Because the
Oh,
plus
okay.
4 is not doubled. Everything else is, right?
Yes,
Correct.
just
I
the
lost track
dex.
there.
All right, so you blast the ever-living hell out of this dragon,
First
and
time.
See?
you sent it reeling ass over tea kettle backwards and into like one of these roots, and it looks completely confused by what happened, and it just shakes its head and it tries to take off, and it just
I'm going to point at Stuart and say it was
It's not his
him.
turn.
It's not his turn.
right. So we've got
The Stewart's next.
Stuart's next. All right, so
I'm going to point at Stuart like,
Get it.
that was him.
Yeah.
How to
So
cover.
you're pointing, but Stuart's still in a different room.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, Stuart is right at the door. I'm booking ass through there,
He was with Pickle.
and
right?
I'm gonna I'm
Okay.
gonna attack the dragon.
All right, so you run up behind Benito. I guess and step past him.
Well, I mean, that was him.
So what are you attacking it with?
Longsword, and I'm gonna use a bonus action. Okay.
Well, you had started off all the way back in the kitchen, so you can.
No, I was keeping up with her.
We could say I was yoinking him along.
Because
Okay.
they would have got.
All right, so let's see.
Because technically I wouldn't even supposed to be in the room, so.
Yeah, so 30 feet would put you here. 30 feet would put you. 30 feet would put you there. I don't think you've got quite enough movement to make it all the way.
Yeah,
Well, I've got an
ranged.
action surge, so I take an additional action my turn if necessary.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, if you use your action surge, you can make it there.
Okay. Right.
Whack him.
And so I'm gonna whack. I wanted to get 2 things going on, but I'll take the one.
So,
Longsword, hopefully.
One is better than none.
so you roll up to it.
Okay. That's a natural 20.
Oh, all right.
Plus 6.
Ooh.
All right,
So
how do you want to do
26.
this?
Oh, wow.
1d8 plus 4.
No, that's it. You got him.
No, but we want to see him roll the
Oh, okay,
dice.
all right.
All right, you
So
can-
roll
you
the
can-
d8.
Okay, that's d8 plus 4.
So D8.
7 plus 4 is 11.
Well, 7 plus 7 is 14 plus 4.
So that's 18 points.
Slaughter damage.
Yeah.
So it had 3 hit points left. How do you want to do this?
Head.
Or you just take its head, lop its
Yep.
head clean off?
Yep.
Like a
All right,
dandelion.
so this poor dragon got blasted. It was lying upside down with its tail up over the root and its head in the turf like this, and its wings like trying to discombobulate itself. And you just come right along, sword low, and get over to it and just like swipe it across and like you carve out part of the root, and you sever its head, and the rest of its body just kind of flails around
Noodles.
and flops back over the head.
Good job.
See, told you.
Wow.
Two nat 20s. Nice.
I know.
Awesome.
That was awesome.
All right, that was pretty.
Okay, I'm keeping
Epic.
this one. This is a good one.
All right.
Well,
And if that was her familiar,
That's good.
hey,
Nice.
if that's her familiar, she gonna be hurting.
oh,
Do they still do that now?
I think so.
Yeah, some of this.
Let's check.
If it's her
Because
familiar.
it'll send her a real.
why hasn't the dragon been taken off of the initiative?
And
I
she's
deleted it from the map.
Yeah.
I was like, you're scaring me over here.
and at this point she
This-
still doesn't
This
know,
location
right?
has lots of jungles. Give me a.
Yeah.
No, I'm
familiar,
sorry.
she knows
I'm
now.
sorry.
Yeah, but she doesn't know what
I
happened
was
to
starting
the
to
familiar.
suspect that
She
maybe he
doesn't
wasn't
know it was
dead.
us, right?
The thing was on its back, and I just came up and walked
Yeah.
its head off. So she doesn't know it was
She
us.
still doesn't know it was us.
Nope.
She doesn't know it was us.
No.
And
Clean as dead.
and Eladon is still
Okay, the Zunki dice
vibrant
win.
and
Yes.
other than his small stumble.
All right. So
He's still
with as the dragon dies, you see it poof away into like a green mist with its dying breath, and it disappears.
Was familiar.
I'm trying to find what happens.
Well, at least she didn't see you.
What happens when the familiar dies?
Yeah, because first edition rules are pretty horrible. It's like it would stand a fair chance of killing her.
I'm trying to. No, it won't kill her. I'm trying to find
No,
what
fifth
doesn't.
edition is. But first edition is pretty brutal. There's there's damage and there's saving throws. There's all kinds of bad things that can happen.
Come on, let's hope it's something good or bad.
Good for us, bad for her.
Yes.
Bad for her. Terribly bad for her.
We
What
can
happens
hope.
when a familiar dies? It disappears, leaving behind no physical form. All that a familiar's death means is that you'll have to recast Clan Familiar at your earliest convenience.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's right. You've had in the other
Soot.
camp.
Soot.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, and nothing bad happened to
It
me.
doesn't look like it causes anything bad to happen.
No,
To
because
the owner, no.
yeah, if I didn't realize it was fine familiar. Otherwise, I would have been able to tell you nothing's gonna happen to her.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any sort of retributive effect
Oh.
in 5th edition.
No,
Darn.
thank goodness, because as many times as Soot has
Well,
been
hey, at
poofed.
least a dragon is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A baby dragon.
And she
Baby
would have
dragon.
to go to great
Murderers.
effort to cast
baby
find.
murderers.
Yeah.
All right, Pip, you're up.
Like that's not a spell you could just.
All right, so I will be. Where's the nearest? Where's the nearest chiller?
You skipped
Yeah.
Ulrich,
Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped.
Oh,
Sorry.
right.
False alarm.
but you are after him, so.
This
Okay.
thing is kind of a lot to juggle.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm taking the head with me.
Oh yeah, there's no
the body
head.
disappeared.
Oh crap! That's
Sorry.
right. Never mind. I want to trip. I want to go see.
See, it's like a fish story. Now no one's gonna believe you.
Exactly.
And now we
It's like I
can't
killed a
see-
dragon, and then you're holding up like a little.
It was like
tiny-
this big.
Wanted to cast emotional damage.
I'm gonna cast emotional damage on the. Well, she knows now, so.
Yeah, but we can't feed it to her now.
Yeah, the sad thing is the dragon is like half the size of the one from the Larry Elmore print I've got outside my office.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a little bitty one. Yeah.
Bitty baby. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Still dangerous though.
Yeah, I mean, it did
Zora.
21 points of freaking damage.
Yeah.
So
that was-
Where was that?
Ads.
thing that
What
exploded
do you
just left the
ask?
oil behind.
Oh, I asked.
Is
What
that
are
the
you
one that's
at?
kind of in
Oh,
front
I
of
didn't
me?
take that many. Like
Here?
29,
It is
26,
the one-
something like that.
It's this one
No,
here.
but I only took 6.
This is
Yeah.
this is the one that made the oil
unicorn
slick that the little girl
Yeah.
slipped
Oh, that's
on.
right.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
I'm good.
This one is the one that is
Solid
that lasted
steel
the
short-term
pixie
memory
of
you
the
got
silver
there.
tar.
Okay.
I just did that.
All right. And the one over here is just
Comes and goes.
It was trying to chase after.
25 hit points.
okay. The
Yeah,
pixies
okay,
are still bothering it though.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna
Oh,
so-
actually, this is the one that's asleep. Let me mark that it's asleep.
When I'm in,
Okay.
When I'm in
What's it?
combat mode,
um
I can do. I'm on mission.
Focus.
It's focused.
well then if it's asleep and it's still dripping oil, right? That's what
Well, there's the oil slick in the middle of the floor.
That's the one that's awake.
Yeah, that one's
Right.
still awake. Did anyone was sleeping? Oh, here, this one was for sleeping. Okay, so that one's asleep.
all right. So the one that's asleep though, it's still dripping oil, oozing
Yes,
oil.
you could say it's still kind of oozing.
So I'm gonna take the oil can up to that one and
Fill her up.
the little oil can with
Okay.
that one.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, you use an action
Oh, okay.
and start
They want
refilling
to use this oil
squirt.
can like a flamethrower?
Yeah, if squirt's full, I'm gonna take and I'm gonna go out.
So after you get some of the oil in him from the first one, he's feeling rejuvenated, and he starts going over to the other oil slick and starts soaking that up too.
Ooh,
I'm
nice.
gonna let him do that. I'm gonna go out the door after Granny Nightshade over here and see if I see her and see what's going on outside.
Don't get lost.
All right, so you.
Oh, come on. You're alone.
All right, so let's see what do you find out there.
Because the kids went out that door as well, I think, or they're heading that way.
Yeah.
All right, so you go out that door and you find a woodland basin filled with plants and fungi that stretches out along one side of the fallen tree. A pumpkin patch is at one end of the
Oh.
garden, next to a steaming compost heap with ramshackle pens for pigs and goats at the opposite end.
Gotta save
Oh, here.
Bedraggled scarecrows hanging from tall wooden stakes in the basin, or in the basin's wooded slope, and they are currently shrieking their little heads off. You can see that 2 ground level doors and 3 balconies provide entry to the hag's lair.
Gotta save Oink.
Yeah, so you see that there's a pig pen over here. There's a
Oh,
goat pen here.
A pig pen where?
The pig pen is here.
Okay.
Is it off the map?
No,
No,
I was
no,
just
it's
off my
good.
map over here, but okay. I'm going
Yeah,
to
the
yours.
pig pen is here.
Yes.
The goat pen is here, and then these are all pumpkin patches. It looks like.
Remember,
Oh,
go in
this is
pumpkin
the pumpkin
patches,
patch? I thought this
there's
was the pumpkin
I
patch.
thought that was.
I think these. It looks like these 4 areas are all pumpkin. Oh, I'm sorry. The pumpkin patch is all the way up here. My bad.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
And then these are.
Just cabbages.
Oh, these.
my cabbages.
See? Are there man-eating cabbages?
I bought cabbage today, so I got cabbage on my brain.
I also just
It's
watched
a Feywild, you never know.
Avatar, so Last Airbender.
Yeah.
Live
I
action?
started watching that one.
Jake and I got up to we finished the first 6 episodes, and then I also went back and started watching the cartoon again. When I got to
Yeah, that's what my son did.
You can't beat the cartoon. It still just blows my mind how a cartoon made for kids on Nickelodeon is like one of the best things on
Yeah.
TV. I mean, even with the new one, I watched some of the new ones. Like, the writing was way better in the kids' cartoon.
I
Okay, so pumpkin patch is next to.
I haven't seen much of the new one.
like it.
Um,
God.
Nobody's been in the
Compost
pumpkin.
heap.
Yeah, no one's been in the pumpkin
No,
patch
we've
yet.
been circumnavigating that.
Don't go into pumpkin
Go
patch.
around it. Go around it.
What's wrong with my hair?
Oh,
Oh, that's been like that for like a year.
I still got pictures of those things.
Oh. Did I have purple or was it blues? I think it was purple.
Yeah, I think last time. Or overloading the DM. His
There's a ton
I'm
of stuff
telling
here.
you.
processor is
It's
overloaded.
like, wait, let's not attack one thing at a time. Let's attack
All
all
the
things.
things.
Okay, so she's got mushrooms and toadstools out there, and butterfly saddles, elder caps, executioner's hoods, humming umbrellas, pickle noggins, a bunch of plant beds, scarecrows. There's like stuff on the map that isn't in the notes. I don't understand.
Then it's not fair.
It can't attack us, is what I understand.
Not in the notes, it doesn't exist.
No.
If they're not attack goats, they're distractions that can be let loose. And
Zark's gonna head towards
Set them on
the
fire and let them
All right,
loose.
so where you are, you see
Flaming things shooting around all over the place.
it's just
you
mobile
see
roast.
Scap, they're running over towards the you see Scap, they're running over towards the scarecrows, and she takes out a branch that still has some leaves on it from out of her sleeve, and she starts shaking it. She starts shaking it, and she says, what's his name be?
You should.
She says, Zigaroot, make sure none of them get away.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
And you notice when she says that over here,
Oh.
like this area of the ground of where the compost heap is, it just sort of seems to like shudder.
Oh.
And you hear this like, and the ground there, the whole compost heap just sort of seems to shudder.
The compost heap.
The compost heap shudders in agitation.
It's a compost monster.
And you can see that the goats and the pigs are freaking out, and they're like they're trying to get away, but they can't escape through their pens.
Aww.
Who do we have out here?
Just
So far,
Zarek.
just Zark.
Yeah. And the kids. Some of them.
And where is she?
Great. I think this is her right there.
That's her.
That's
No.
Or is
great.
that, yeah, that's her. That must be her and that's Zark.
I think you're right. I think that's Granny.
Okay, so I can't see her and she can't see me right now.
You're
No,
way,
we're all the
way
way
the hell
here.
over there.
It's gonna take several rounds for us to get over there, for us to get back together.
Yep.
That's how I figured. Okay.
It's 30.
I would have heard her though. I would have heard her being outside.
We're not outside though.
Yeah, I got outside to kill the dragon.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
he's
you
out
are
here.
up there, so you can probably
Yeah.
got eye line.
Well,
but-
you gotta go through the pumpkin patch though.
Don't go through the pumpkin
No,
patch.
I ain't going through the pumpkin patch.
I don't know which would be quicker, going around here or going around here.
I would
I'm
think
gonna
back indoors.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
back indoors and come out behind her.
You guys are just gonna have
'Cause that's the same
to.
She still doesn't know
Dash.
we're against her yet, so
Yeah.
Which
So I don't
we
want to
need
be in
keep
her
that way.
face.
yeah. Until we're all back together and all surrounding her before she goes.
Yep. What happened? Where all the kids go?
Wait a minute, we don't find those kids.
I just feel like Cho from El Dorado. Oh my God, where's Altivo? I don't know. Oh God, where's Miguel? I don't know.
No, I saw that movie, but I don't remember.
I love that movie so much. Kenneth Branagh and
I do have
Kevin Kline.
a cast iron
Okay.
skillet in my backpack.
All right, so Zarek, you moved outside. You've got like a bonus action. I'm not sure if there's anything you can do with that.
Can you buff yourself or anything?
As my only bonus action would be Hunter's Mark,
No.
or
You accidentally cast mark.
Does Hunter's
Oops.
Mark benefit everyone or just
No,
the
no,
Rangers?
I got
The
that.
Ranger.
I didn't mean to do that.
all right. No, damn. So I've already done my action, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your action was helping Squirt.
Yeah. But I still have my bonus action. I
Yeah.
can do because I can designate a different target for my Slayer's prey.
Yeah.
And so it would just use my bonus action again if I wanted to change it.
Mhm.
But for initially, I'm going to put my bonus action on the entity or whatever that I just saw, Scabatha. Bring it here. I'm going to put my bonus mark on it, but I'm not going to take an action. And then I'm just going to say to Scabatha, what's going on? Take care of yourself and be safe. How can I help you?
She
Stay
says,
behind.
She says, where's Will?
In the chair.
I don't know.
He's in the chair.
You're supposed to be watching Will.
He was in the chair, but I came to check on you.
He says, well, go back inside and keep your eyes on him. He's a wily one.
Well, I will. Okay. So,
All right. Her key is almost ground to a stop at this point.
okay.
That's not good. I mean,
Tell her
she's
how
pissed.
pretty she is.
Yeah, that'll fix it.
Not right now.
This is the worst time for a deception check.
Yes. But yeah. So I don't know how much movement I have left. I don't know if I can get back through the door.
No, not really.
Okay.
Very
But
much.
I just
Let's see here.
I still put my Slayer's prey on the other.
Compost monster.
Compost.
Yes.
Compost.
On the
monster.
trash heap. Okay.
Yes.
I'm trying to find its token. Where is it?
It's Oscar the Grouch
Pizza
on
the Hut.
steroids?
There you go. I was trying to imagine what it would be. I got Pizza the Hut, and you got
Swamp
Oscar
thing.
the Grouch, Swamp Thing. There was a trash
Monster.
monster from Fraggle Rock. Does anybody remember that?
A little bit.
Yeah.
But
Oh, frick. I miss Jim Henson.
what was the one?
Did you
Yeah.
watch Farscape? Did you
Yep.
ever watch? That was a
What
good
was the
show.
one that was something Croft or whatever it was? The little kid with the talking flute.
Yeah, I saw that a couple of times. That
Oh
was
yeah,
freaky.
those are just Marty Croft. Those dudes
Marty
were
Croft.
freaky.
That was
Those dudes
weird.
definitely were
That
acid.
was. Oh,
But
yeah.
that's the same guys that did Land of the Lost, dude.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. The original Land of the
Definitely were
Lost.
acid.
Yeah.
But Henson and yeah, so much.
I think I might remember
died
what
way
to do
too soon.
to make you visible. Let's see, where are you? You're over here. So,
I remember Farscape. I've seen every episode of that.
I love that show.
Which
That's one of my
one?
favorite.
Farscape?
Farscape.
represents
Yes.
character
One of my favorite
or
of all
token.
Love that
Yeah.
show.
Stewart.
Brilliant, right?
Yes. Scorpion is one of the great. He's an absolutely brilliant villain.
One of my coworkers' kiddos was
See.
watching old school Power Rangers in the break room. I
Yeah.
was so happy.
Okay, I'm going to do a test here. Let's
Actually,
make
watched a
sure
little bit
that
of Power
Stewart is now
Rangers.
able to let
Like I said, I'm
go.
watching Naruto now. Love
You can
Naruto.
just move them into
Her-
the
her
hallway.
Two little boys were
Going
sitting there
down to that
watching
room
it. I'm
and
just
see
like,
if it.
what
Yes,
are
I
they-
fixed
what are
it. Okay.
Fixed
You
it.
can see.
All right, so
Great.
you can now reveal
right.
areas of the map. Let me add a note to myself on how to do that.
Paxton last
So
four
don't forget.
Power Rangers theme song in the car once in a while.
It was when they had
Was it a
Green
permissions
Ranger on
thing?
their
Or?
side.
I've seen
I haven't watched many of them, so I don't know the details.
the Power Rangers. My little boy watched. Likes watching. I've seen all of them.
Original?
The whole, yeah, the whole way through.
There was the original, then we were watching one with dinosaurs,
Yeah.
and then there was.
Was it the cats?
I know I haven't seen the cats one. No.
Well, they were.
It's like
Okay.
7
Yeah.
seasons.
Then there's
Power
a Turbo
Rangers.
one. There's a Turbo
There's
one.
the Power Rangers in Space.
Battle
Okay.
Cats or something like that?
I haven't
Or
heard Battle
something
Cats.
else. Some cats.
Yeah, a lot of them.
The
All
ninja
the
started
ninjas.
spinning the thing. You know, whatever.
Yeah, the ninja one. Yeah, I saw some of that one. Yep.
Because that started when they did what, like, there was a movie. It wasn't the Ooze.
I watched
Okay.
like the big blockbuster.
Your damage
not
is there you
blockbuster,
go.
the big Power Rangers movie, and Paxton watched that, and he kind of liked that one. And then there was the
Which
one
one?
where back the original crew, the original cast for a Power Rangers movie.
In the first movie, right? Yeah.
Well, there was 2 Power Rangers movies. There was one where they had the original cast, and it was Power Rangers Forever or something like that.
And there was also the secret. There was one about the ooze.
That's Ninja Turtles.
No. That as well. But one of the main villains of one of the Power Rangers movies was Ivan Ooze.
In the original, the Ninja Steel one is the ones my son watches. The Power Rangers
That's
from
slime
back,
monsters.
my first family, my stepsons were little. That was the original.
I said there's a lot of slime monsters back then. In the
Yeah.
90s.
Yeah,
A lot of
So it was
things.
popular with the
The
kids.
Secret of the Ooze. Yeah, that's Ninja Turtles. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
That
right,
was-
I made a note to myself in my brain, in my mind map.
My second grade
How's the
teacher was an
invisibility
extra
property?
in the third
So when
one.
you ask next time, we're gonna
That
say
one was
it's,
good.
it's in there
They
So
threw
we want to
somewhere.
go back in time?
Yeah. The first one was. The second one was.
All right,
Turtles
so
in Time.
that finally brings us back to Pip.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry,
Wake up, Emmett.
sorry it took so long. The party decided to split us into 15 parts.
All right, shenanigans. Okay. I'm
Shenanigans.
gonna make my turn real short and sweet too. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna unlock the shackle of the nearest kitty.
So the kids don't actually. I don't think the kids actually. Have
Yeah.
a shackle.
No, these ones
They
are
all
shackled.
ran out the door. None of them were shackled.
Oh,
actually.
Well, actually, they haven't had a chance to run out the door yet because
Boggles.
the boggles are intercepting them. So one kid wiped out on that. Another one is like up on a table trying to evade them, and third one ran to the door, but she saw Granny Nightshade out there, and she's like hanging back. So there's like a
Yeah,
there's like
smart.
here. There's like one standing on the table trying to stay away from the boggles, and then there's another kid, the little girl, the little gnome girl, face planted in the oil slick.
So nuke the boggles.
Yep.
Well, wait a second.
Yeah.
The can taking care of the boggles?
Ken is getting
He's
the bottle
like
oil.
soaking up the secret sauce.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is
Secret sauce.
That
only
is
sort of
so...
useful. Weird.
No,
Like I said,
stop.
this campaign's getting racy.
What?
Yeah.
Okay,
That
next.
smile on your
Let's-
face says you
okay.
know what you
All
did.
right, so yeah,
All right,
there's
so yeah, okay, so stuff's happened. I get it. Things happen very quick. So,
This one's still active and messing with one of the kids.
yeah.
Yeah, I was
one
just
of
I was trying to get in there so I could get like a really like big coup de grace on the guy that's sleeping over here.
this guy is sleeping.
Well, you're a rabbit, so you got a lot of movement.
Not necessarily.
That
He
toll
can, he can
button.
I get 10 extra feet with that. Or alternatively.
Find something, kill it.
Yeah, sorry, I gotta think a little bit. There's my plan of simply just supporting and then meeting you guys in the middle is not working right now. But
Forget to roll a 20.
Plans
That's
never
true, I gotta
survive
do that.
us.
I hadn't thought of that. Okay. Let's see. So this kid right here, you would say that they are engaged with the boggle right now, like they're fighting and distracting it.
They've hopped up on the table, and we'll say, "Did you grab that silver hammer?"
Yes, the hammer and the chisel. I grabbed it.
Well, they do not have a weapon with which to threaten this
So
guy.
they're cringing.
Hand-to-hand combat.
Throw the hammer at him.
Children with hand-to-hand combat? Really?
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Pip's action is it's engaged with the creature.
I mean, these are just kids. They're like, I guess
They're non-combatants. They're pretty
not-
much
Oh,
non-combatants.
but for flanking purposes, yes.
Yes. That's more what I'm concerned
It's
about. 'Cause Right
attacking
now,
you.
I gotta.
Except for the
Yeah.
kid that's not paying attention.
Yeah, sure. We'll let them give you flanking. But at the very least, it's got the boggle distracted, sir.
Right.
And it is. The
That's all I
bottle is
need.
going after it, so.
That is all I need. I am gonna shoot a nasty little short bow shot at this guy closest to the chillins right here that's threatening them. And I'm gonna try to skewer it.
Okay.
Let's see.
And you're a rogue, not a bard, right?
Oh yeah.
I don't remember what you are.
I'm a rogue. I'm a arcane trickster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
I
Oh,
rolled
That
a 21 to hit for 13
21.
damage total.
Yeah, 21 definitely hits. And how much damage you get?
13.
13?
Does that include your sneak attack or not?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so you hurt it pretty bad. And actually, let me show you what these things look like. Did it show it?
No.
Yeah, yuck.
Oh, it didn't show it. Okay, let me open this in another tab. Open.
I've looked through the Boggle stat block before ages ago. I'm somewhat familiar with what they are.
But the rest of us.
They are nasty though. They are gross.
I have never seen.
Never heard of it.
I think they're in the Volo's guide. If I'm thinking correctly.
Oh.
I've used them before. They're fun.
Yes,
Those
that's what
definitely look very
that's what they look
handsome.
So they're like little oily gremlins.
Yeah, they're like
Yes.
gremlins. More head than body.
They definitely look like something out of a Jim Henson
Mm.
book.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they
Like a
look like.
method. A little method.
Kinda.
Instead of mud
The
methods, we
wings.
got oil
So
methods.
you heard it pretty badly, and it cries out in pain and surprise as you as you yank it. And it's definitely hurting.
I'm gonna then do a hide action and crawl under this table right next to me as a bonus action.
So it's a table with like 4 legs, so it doesn't and the bogles are short, so that's kind of like that's like kind of like trying to hide behind a stop sign post.
I gotcha. Can I knock it over as like an object interaction then to give me actual cover?
Yeah, you can bump it over as an object interaction, sure.
Okay. And then I'll hide behind it. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. So so you're hidden behind this this table. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
19.
All right, you vanish from sight. All right, Helena's in the woods.
Doing Valena things.
Doing Valena things. Granny
It's got to be all beside herself.
is making her way.
Make it away.
She's gotten over to the screaming scarecrows, and she can see the kids in the woods who are now shrieking and running back further into the woods. And Zarek, you can hear her saying, "Where do you think you're going? Get back here! I've got Will. You've got nowhere to go."
Where is she there?
She is up
Out by
here.
the scarecrows. Yeah.
How far is that from me?
Oh, quite.
Yeah.
You're
You're here.
Yeah, inside this room.
Let me measure it.
Or
No, I'm
just
outside.
Yeah.
So that's 115 feet away from you.
Okay, never mind.
And so you're definitely out of her peripheral vision. She doesn't see you.
Good.
Good.
And
What?
this route here is pretty formidable
stout.
too. So you don't really even have line of sight to her.
Well, if I hear her, okay,
You can definitely hear her.
and I'm gonna duck down.
And
Okay, they just let you know.
yeah,
Oh.
because you don't really want her to see the fact that we've taken out her mode of
There's no
transportation.
evidence.
There is no evidence.
No,
No.
but her rocking horse is no longer there.
Oh, that's true.
The
The rocket.
Rocking Horse is now a unicorn, and her dragon's dead.
Yeah.
And the unicorn is where? Still there.
It's
Yeah.
still there with you.
It's right here.
Oh, I got an idea.
You can ride the unicorn at this point.
What's the idea?
Oh, I guess you can.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see where it goes.
Okay. She yells out. She also yells out, "You two, you lazy gits, get it! Got after them!" And from within the pumpkin patch,
Oh no.
the vines and whatnot begin shuffling, and 2 very large snakes slither forth from the pumpkin patch, heading towards the woods.
Can we feed the snake some snake jerky?
I mean, you never know.
Make friends with them.
This is what happened to your last friends.
Run.
Remember, it's all about the main target. You get that
Yeah.
main target, everything else stops.
If I can get Well, anyway, we'll see.
We gotta meet up with our friends.
Yeah, we gotta get together.
'Cause that was our plan.
Regroup.
The group's got to regroup.
Yep, when we do our task, we regroup.
Yeah.
We have done our
5,
task, now we
10,
regroup.
15, 20, 25.
I think this is the place we need to regroup at.
So
Yeah.
two snakes are busy slithering their way over there towards where the children are. All right.
Well, the children should be continue running, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to kite this stuff away from you guys.
Yeah, and you wouldn't have been able to see the snakes anyway because of that big root in the way.
Pickle.
Meow.
Down the hall.
Dashing
Down the
back.
hall, down the
yeah.
hall.
Yep, dashing down the hall.
Okay, you're
More
running
snakes
down
coming.
this way. Elkhorn is down here, trying to look through these doors. He opens, as you enter the hall, he opens this one, and
Oh no, there was something breathing behind that door when you went last time.
Was that not just where the dragon was?
Yeah, the
sitting for a
dragon
while?
was in
The dragon was in a Jack in the
yeah,
Box.
dragon was in a
Okay.
Jack in the Box.
he catches hands from something behind the door. And you hear it. Ah!
What's it sound like?
Sounds like an angry. It actually sounds like an angry girl with a pig head pulled over her head.
Sounds like an angry girl with a pig head full. What does that sound like?
I know exactly how that sounds.
I'm afraid to ask how you know that.
So he is.
I kind of am too.
So he is.
I'm flashing on Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but with pig heads.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we're adding
Uh-oh,
another.
they're adding
Oh
another.
no. You did that on purpose.
Okay, so we have leather or piggy face.
Yep.
I need one for Elkhorn.
Yeah, schmo.
The corn.
Well, you know what? Elkhorn is fighting this, and you're right there in the hallway with him now.
Right.
Oh boy, just
Yeah,
I'll
wonderful.
be bringing
And
up the rear.
Stuart's
I'll be
coming up the
coming
rear
along.
along
I
with
dashed
Benito.
though,
Let's
so I
still-
can't do anything.
I say we still meet up.
Hey,
No, that's the objective, but we're gonna have
You
to
still,
hack our way
you still
there.
call Eladon in with you and head down the hall.
Yeah.
So what?
You're still going to call Eladon in and head down
Yeah,
the
yeah,
hall for
yeah.
regrouping.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'll call
Let's see if I
Eladon
can
in
find a
and
picture of this critter.
Oh my gosh, and I dashed so I can't do anything.
Sow pig. Okay, is that not like a redundant name?
Pig.
Pig pig.
Yeah, sort of.
It's
That's
female. It's
Oh.
female pig.
I've seen that picture of this chick.
Pig girl. Girl pig.
Girl pig pig.
Girl pig pig.
So this is like pumpkin head, but this one's pig head.
Yes.
We gotta kill this witch quick.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least we're taking out her defenses along
Yep.
the way.
All right, I'm going to drag and drop this into this channel.
And then big in it.
No, come on. Why won't it let me drag and drop? You bastard. Okay, fine. Save image to desktop.
Do we have any massively destructive spells?
No.
Not yet. We're too.
Our club did.
Dang.
Do we have
You mean the little
four?
rabbit?
The little
Yes.
rabbit. He had destructive spells.
He had the fire.
Fire.
He
Yeah.
had fire.
I think you have flaming hands.
Burning hands.
Yeah. Burning hand.
Which is a cone.
Yeah.
Because one tactic is draw your enemy
Oh,
into a small
my
place.
Lanta.
Is she
Okay.
holding a sword as well?
No, it's a lollipop.
That's just totally crazy. That's a
Oh yeah.
So the
You know what?
zombie pig
That's a
man?
cool design. I actually like that.
that's kind of cool. I kind of want to kill
Yeah.
it really quick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, everything as quick as possible.
All right, so that.
Yes.
So Elkhorn has that critter lunge out of the closet.
He can handle it.
Let's see.
Except for the fact he has no armor or weapons.
Except if
He has the
sees-
doesn't
improvised
have
weapon,
any-
the Elkhorns.
He's
Yeah.
not got shit on him right
He's
now.
got the
But
antlers.
he's got antlers.
Yeah. Antlers.
That's it.
He does, and he's also got a chillin' like riding on piggyback on him.
Not anymore.
You got pickle right there.
What's her name was on his back? He was carrying
Mishka.
her.
Mishka.
Yeah.
So you're
Well, together they can
You're the
handle.
offense and defense right now.
They can handle
They're
it.
the
You got
bait.
it.
They're the bait distracting the critter. You're coming down the hall.
You got 2 human shields.
Yep. As they back out to get away from her, and she comes at them, you're right behind her.
Just kick them
Splat.
back in and close the door. Keep running.
This is why. This is why you're behind me. You don't get to make decisions.
Okay. All right. So it
Normally, I'm not supposed to make decisions.
this creature, Sow Pig, lashes out at Ekhorn with its claws.
Claws.
Nat 20.
Fun
Oh.
monkeys.
Well, you all got nat 20, so.
Yeah.
Well, it
The
was
night
nice
for the
while it
20s.
No,
lasted.
you're not supposed to root for the DM.
No, I'm not rooting. I'm just. not a,
There's a balance here.
Balance here.
So
I'm with-
hostile.
3 sessions without rolling anything above a 5.
This guy is dead.
So he's not dead.
He's just disemboweled.
Oh, please.
No, it rakes him across the chest, and he staggers backwards into the wall, and you hear the Mishka on his back go, ow! As he like squashes into the wall, and then his eyes go wide, and he just sort of tenses up,
Oh no.
and he's frozen in place.
Oh
Oh.
jeez.
It says
sort of.
zombie.
No, it's worse.
He's got
Cool.
something to
Worse.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
brother, where art thou?
Where's our cleric?
We don't have a
Oh,
cleric.
crap.
and with him paralyzed, it then lunges at him and tries to bite at him. An attack it makes with advantage because he's currently immobilized, and it bites him. And the little girl yanks her hand just out of the way in time so that her hand doesn't get bitten, and just kind of bites him on the peck. Let's see,
Oh,
for
no.
another 9 points of damage.
How's she getting through the antlers?
He's paralyzed now. She's surprised to die. And that 20 put aside his improvised
He had
defenses.
one job.
And he's done it. He's distracted her.
You
All right,
Yeah.
Pickle.
I thought I dashed.
Yeah, you're in the hallway.
You're in the hallway.
You're in the hallway right
move
above her.
action to get to here. So
Oh.
she's over here. She wanted to like rage and throw something at her.
Got something to throw?
Yeah, I'll rage.
You
And
throw a
we'll
beast
roll
at
my
her.
table.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I'm gonna do it every time.
You picked the most annoying rage power.
Yeah.
You
Oh my
helped
God.
me. You did.
Insta kill. What was that one that you did last time with the breast power?
It was booby lightning.
Booby lightning,
It was lightning
yes.
bolt.
Yes. Wild surge. All right. Roll a d8.
5.
Okay, whenever a creature hits you with an attack roll before your rage ends, that creature takes 1d6 force damage as magic lashes out in retribution.
Put that
If
aside.
it-
And
Make
I
note of that.
will throw.
Mishka.
She's on his shoulder, not mine.
And Mishka is screeching like a little girl.
She is a little
Yes,
girl.
She is.
Does he have the banshee power by
Javelin.
chance?
Or,
No?
no.
I have.
Time for another.
I've got hand axes.
So
Blast.
he's paralyzed.
Yeah, I'll throw
When
a
he
hand
dies,
axe at
I'm gonna
her.
use him as a
Okay,
weapon.
that
I'm
sounds
gonna
good.
keep this nice one right here. This is a
Make an
good one.
attack roll.
1d6 plus. Oh yeah, I gotta.
Please, not too far away.
16?
16. Yep. Let's take a look here.
Because I rolled a 10 plus 6.
What's her armor class? Yes, that easily hits.
Easily.
And
yes,
so
all right.
1d6 plus 4 slashing damage.
I
Well,
think does your rage boost your damage?
Should.
uh,
Even for throwing.
Rage.
Rage. You get advantage on strength checks and saving throws. Melee damage with strength weapons. Oh, plus 2 melee damage with strength weapons. which would apply to this because it's a thrown weapon. So you get
Thrown-
plus 2 damage.
Yeah, throwing axe works.
Okay. 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 2 is 11.
Okay.
The
And
1D. No.
can I still use my Fury at this moment?
It has to
To
be
add
something
extra
bigger
two?
than you, right?
I thought it had to be bigger than you. This thing's about the same size.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. So yeah.
Okay. So you did 11 points damage?
Yup, so that is 1 HP.
Right. All right, you actually hurt her pretty badly with that. You actually whacked her in the head and knocked off the pig's head, and you can see it's this undead little girl with like long, matted black hair, and she's now got an axe sticking out the side of her head, and she just looks at you with these murderous red bloodshot eyes.
It was like,
And these like gory teeth, which have like dwarf chest hair in.
I look around and I'm like, somebody's throwing stuff.
Cheers.
It wasn't me! I didn't do it!
All right, outside, Eladon. What's Eladon gonna do?
Get his ass back inside.
He says, I hear her coming. He says, I hear her coming. Quick, let us make ourselves scarce. And he.
Inside.
Horses aren't inside things.
I feel like a horse going inside is like. Yeah, I guess that makes the most sense right now. He rushes inside past Benito into the family tree.
Help!
And let's see, his movement speed is pretty good, and he hears you yelling and screaming down there, and he says, "Lo, is your friend in trouble?"
Help!
Let's see, Unicron.
I didn't do it. Somebody's throwing stuff. We got trouble.
Let's see, its movement speed is 50. Okay.
Oh.
Jiminy crickets.
So charge. Well, should work. All right. So if you took one move action and a charge, I think you can make an attack as this charge.
Gork.
So
Unicorn cast Gork.
let's see. Let me bring up my measurement tool. So he was here. 25.
Corner attack.
25. 50. Yeah, he can just barely make it. So.
Sweet. Thank goodness that horn is long.
He says, mind the hooves, goblin.
What?
Duck.
Duck.
Opposite of duck. Dodge. Dodge.
So,
The other kind of duck.
give me a dexterity.
Oh,
give me a-
Jesus, Criminy.
Give me a dexterity saving throw to get out of the way.
Dexterity, really?
Move,
It's a hallway
bitch,
with
get
holes
out
in
the
it.
way. 4 plus
Oops.
Nothing.
dexterity check.
Save.
Save. 6.
Oh, okay.
All right, so he charges right past you. You hit the deck.
Oh, it's just the wall.
You hit the deck. He clips you accidentally with one of his hooves for 3 points of damage.
Ew.
Your rage reduces it to 1 point, and he charges right up to Salpig. Let me make his attack roll.
I hope that doesn't count as.
Oh,
You did your rage? What?
Well, he didn't attack me.
Right.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't cancel your rage.
No,
got
no.
1d6
The damage from my
From-
rage
from her wild
when a
power.
thing attacks me
Oh wait.
before my rage ends. I'm being honest here. He didn't
Well,
attack me though. He just
that was
accidentally
an
clipped
attack.
When
me.
a creature hits you with an attack roll,
Oh, but he wasn't attacking me.
he wasn't attacking you. No.
Okay, so okay, I've had to check because it's like I don't want
No,
to.
he didn't make an attack roll. You simply failed a saving throw against him, like trampling through.
Okay, cool.
Retribution.
I wanted to be honest and make sure.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I appreciate that.
It's like, oh no.
+7, so 15. So yes, that hits.
Ooh.
For takes an extra 2d piercing damage.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Get her.
So that is a total of 3d8 plus 4.
You.
Nice.
It's gonna make a mess.
3d8 plus
7.
4. Nice.
5, 16, 20 points of damage.
Sweet.
He charges through there and
I've been impaled.
and impales Sow Pig and just
Cast yeet.
Keep going.
her body is still standing there, and he just impales her head off her shoulder and just he wrenches his head, and her head goes like flying back into the closet from whence she emerged, and you hear like some barrels or something get knocked over there, and the body just kind of like and keels over. Meanwhile, throughout the treehouse, you can hear chillin starting to running around and screaming. Some of them are excited, some of them are terrified, but you also start to hear the
Oh, no.
The Tin Man.
that's the
Tin Man.
and the
Where are
Sounds like a
those
drummer.
guys at?
It sounds like it's coming from the next room
Yeah.
to the south of you,
Yeah.
Pickle.
The Tin Man.
And that is where we're going to leave off.
When Saw Pig was killed, did Elkhorn stay petrified?
It's going to take him a little bit to thaw.
Okay.
So
He got bit by a zombie, y'all.
Yeah.
this is actually
he got raped by a ghoul and paralyzed. He's going to be out of commission for about a minute.
this is
Yeah.
actually the way I hoped.
Chaos.
Yes.
Yeah, this is going pretty well.
Confuse the
Like-
DM as much as humanly possible.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
Yeah, we're gonna leave all that there. The only thing that's come out so far is Sow Pig.
Yes, I can take her out.
Yeah, that's the one big stink right now is that there's a kid somewhere we didn't expect.
I
way
took out
outside.
Sow Pig and Cradlefall.
My objective next time is to be wielding a dwarf with an antler as a weapon.
A strange way of making friends.
Oh, she still has no
I
idea.
love it so much.
Hey, you might want to take the child off his back. Just
Oh,
in case.
Yeah.
Before
Yes,
we
yes.
recording,
Yes.
it's Jake's birthday. Let's say happy birthday.
Happy
birthday!
Happy birthday.
All right. Good fight and good night.